Start record. Let me do my recap and jazz. Let me get this going.
Calm down over there.
Oh, recap.
Recap. We're fighting Xeos. That's the recap. Now, so to the ends after a long and trying campaign, I finally come to the ultimatum of the fight. So, after making whatever preparedness they needed to, after a wedding and summit and all the celebratory and decision making and voting that happened from that, they made all their proper preparations, including Aaron making his king bomb, Felia making a mighty fortress, Shaziki doing his thing and running his mouth and recruiting people. Afterward, we came back into the starting point of this whole adventure in Riverrun, setting up in a valley, and eventually Xeos and all of his forces touched down and started to begin their invasion. At the beginning of that, we noticed a bunch of red lines of energy swooped in and began to turn and destroy a number of our friendly troops, including one commander of the Dark Suns, Vandalore. Dickman Vandalore. There it is. Almost forgot his first name for a second there. Afterwards, everybody charged up, took whatever potions and everything that they had been collecting over the time for this one particular moment, and we went into charge and fight Xeos and all his gross hentai tentacles. And that's where we're at.
That's right. Including, the hentai tentacles and whatnot. All right. Jumping right into it. Aaron, what you got?
I'm moving 120 feet where my circle is.
Okay. You can move your character.
He's already moved.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action and cast Rope Trick.
Okay.
Remember, and I moved 120 feet back. I'm still 120 feet in the freaking air because that's what Aaron does. And I am going to go for a full round of attacks at Xeos.
So you sure you don't want to go up close and personal, like point blank range?
For old time's sake.
For old time's sake? Yeah, for old time's sake.
All right. So, here we go. He is going to take... Alright, let's see. Sure, yeah.
Hey, we can actually tell we hit now.
Yeah, remember I fixed that.
Alright. Watch him. He hits one time and kills him. He was only one hit left when we left off last session.
I'm not done yet.
He shouldn't be resisting.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it said that. Oh no, he should be resisting one of them.
Ah, all right.
One of the damage types.
Gotcha.
It's poison.
He's going to also take
Yeah.
this.
Huh? Puny. I'm immune to poison.
And then he's going to take... And then I'm going to roll this.
Oh shoot.
All right.
I'll be back in this session. Give me 1 second.
Heck
So,
yeah, I get 20 temporary hit points.
There you go.
I'll take that. We're not done yet. That was attack. That was my hasted action. Nope.
I'm getting lag for some reason.
Yeah, that's.
I'm joining the session. I got kicked.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I hit anyways.
Yeah, you do.
Take some of that. Take some of that. I'm gonna roll this. But I deal an additional 15 force damage to his ass.
But you do take 5 damage. I can add that for you real quick. You got 80 wounds now, but he does. You deal an additional 15.
Or you could have just made it to where I had only 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's actually how I. Well, you'd have 15.
Yeah. So that was that one. Hey! And then bonus action. Oh, it still hits.
Did you get a hit on a 6? My God.
Yeah. And then I am also going to use my fighter ability that gives me an extra attack.
Action surge.
Yep.
It's actually an extra action, so you get 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah, cool.
With an action surge, can you cast a spell with that if you haven't cast one already?
Anything that's an action,
Is it
actually.
really? Oh.
Yeah. Any action, period. If it has a action, then you can do it.
Hey, Gavin, I rolled a 2.
But that's a misfire, but you get
Not
you
anymore,
got your.
it's not.
I know you got your get out of jail free card, so roll again.
Oh. That is... I'm so lucky I got that. Oh, 18. All right.
There you go.
Takes that. And... nothing.
Jesus, dude. Okay.
That is going to be the end of Aaron's.
All right. You got Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon is going to... Alright. That's about all Solomon can do.
He can attack with a railgun.
Oh, that's right, he can attack with his railgun. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see if the railgun actually will work this time.
His dex is lower than its strength. That's why you don't get as much of a bonus to your railgun strike, but you can try it. So
17, and it's a miss.
all right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I don't get 2 attacks with my railgun, do I?
Uh,
'Cause he gets
no,
2
actually you do.
attacks.
Yeah, you get extra attack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna miss too.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, dude, I gotta roll like a freaking 19 or a 20 to hit him. With the railgun.
All right.
So
Yeah, you gotta roll pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will be Aaron's turn.
All
That's a lot
right.
of damn damage.
So Xeos is gonna use a
Oh.
few of his legendary actions.
Yeah, keep going. Never mind. I didn't
So Xeos, you hear him say, voice mod. Here we go.
He says voice mod? That's weird.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that?
This is as it was destined to be so fate-touched. Come, stand before me and squirm! As your physical end arrives.
Suddenly, you see the entire area, this shimmering mass that you're standing on just starts shaking like an earthquake. Rocks start crumbling apart and being spread out throughout the abyss. As I need to do something whenever Fantasy Grounds stops lagging.
Yeah. My thing's loading. Well, I'm in Fantasy Grounds, but my thing is like trying to load up all the characters and all that kind of crap.
Yeah. So in this moment, you see the various tentacles he has left. His forearms stretch out, and I need everybody that's on this plane of existence, at least. I guess Ziki wouldn't count. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. Everybody. As all these beams shoot out.
Is he hitting himself?
Well, that's a auto success. You still got to do one too.
So but like, how? I'm really inside, motherfucker.
I mean,
You would have to make him make
I'll
a
explain.
If you did this because he is inside him, he has to make a dex save for himself. If he is inside the creature.
I get what you're saying. Tell you what, there's multiple tiers to this. I will give you a pass on this one portion of it, Phoenix. But what comes after this, you're still gonna have to do.
That's all right. That's fine.
So it affects me even though I'm 120 feet away from him and 120 feet in the air.
This is hitting everybody.
Okay, I'm just reminding you that I'm 120 feet in the air.
Yeah, I know. But he's also a titanic creature, so he's about that tall to begin with.
I failed that one. And Paragon's dead.
Just keep in mind also, you all have a divine inspiration. If you want to use it here or later, just throwing it out there.
I guess Aaron isn't hasted, right?
He is.
Then you have advantage.
Then you have
on dex
advantage.
saves.
Oh, and so is Paragon.
Well, that's gonna be a whole 33 for you, Aaron.
It's a 20 auto success.
Yeah,
I know.
20's an auto success regardless.
Yeah, true.
Is Paragon hasted or no?
Yeah, his second roll was a 14. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any plus to dex.
He's unconscious. He auto fails.
Actually,
He's
he's
not
not. He has 7 hit points.
Oh. Okay. I didn't
Wait,
realize.
I didn't see you do 2 rolls. I saw you do 2 rolls for Aaron. I didn't see you do 2 for Paragon.
He was picked up.
What do you mean?
He got Dorian.
You still have haste.
I know. I did the second roll. I got a 14.
Yeah, but for Paragon gets a second roll.
Oh, it didn't roll. I thought it rolled the first time.
It rolled 1 for Paragon, but if you have advantage, you get a second one. Yeah, it's even better.
All right. Who hasn't rolled? I
Wait.
think-
Oh,
yeah,
who
I
has,
have to roll too.
Philia has to roll. Derp, 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 derp.
Yeah,
I forgot to
I'm
find 2
pretty sure I'm not
characters.
getting hit by this one.
And she
That
also
hurt.
has advantage.
Jeez, Sean, come on. How do you not know how to split your brain in 2?
Right.
All right. Is everybody rolled?
Yep. Well, unless you're making me roll, which I didn't think you were.
Not for this one, but
Okay.
for what comes next. So
That's fine.
if you rolled a 21 or higher, you take 60 points of damage.
Evasion.
Let me figure. Let me do the math for this. So if you rolled a 21 or higher, you take 36 necrotic damage and 26 radiant damage. If you rolled a 20 or lower, you take 68 necrotic and 52 radiant.
So, just give me the total.
120. But
I take
again,
half
it's
of
a
it.
combination of necrotic and radiant.
Yeah, but I take half. So
All right. So since you failed, but you're resistant, you take 60. So on top of that, whenever you see these beams shoot out, you see this expanding bubble of darkness just begin to spread from his body. And immediately, when it hits each of you, when you're enveloped in it, I need, and this is going to be a person-specific thing. If I can get my NP sheet. There it is. Come on, Xeos sheet. All right. So, starting from the left going to the right. Velastrios, I need you to make... You are immune to frightened. So you don't have to make any roll at all, Velastrios. Paragon is down, so this is an auto fail, whatever this is. But that was also... You're immune to frightened anyway, and you're down. So you can't be scared and unconscious. Phoenix, you make a... I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Phoenix.
With advantage and add a d4.
Yep.
Oh, how high up is Phoenix?
I'm in him. I'm
Oh,
literally.
okay. You're 20
yeah.
feet away from me, so you get a +6. And I'm pretty sure you're immune to frightened effects.
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
am.
this isn't for frightened. This is for something different.
Okay.
Wait, how
So
close do you have to
wisdom?
be to get the additional thing, Dorian?
30 feet.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you can't be frightened if you're conscious. Within 30 feet as well.
So it's advantage. That's 13 plus a
31.
25 plus 6 plus a D.
So, in this moment, you start hearing this whisper in your head. That's just, it starts telling you,
Do you like
Can I
this?
get that voice mod?
Do my bidding.
but you're able to shrug off the effects. So, next up is Aaron. Aaron, you make a... Aaron, make an additional dexterity saving throw as you see this bolt of this lightning-like energy like warp its way towards you.
Hold on.
So you duck out of the way quickly with this bolt. Just you feel the crackles from it right as it passes you, and for a moment there's a distortion in time as it passes by you, where everything around this bolt appears to just move more slowly as it passes you until it gets a little bit of distance and speeds back up and arcs off into the abyss. All right, Felia. I need Felia to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, save. Yeah, she can do that. Let me see. What does she have?
I love how this is actually, these are all lining up for what people are good at for saves.
She has advantage on con saves, so Constitution.
And doing a barrel roll.
That's a
So as
30.
this-
Because she gets a plus
So-
1 from Dorian's spell.
Yeah. So, as this darkness envelops her, she starts feeling like her body starts stiffening up before she tightens her resolve and shrugs off the effects. And then, Dorian, I need you to make a... Ooh, that's a good one. Dorian, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
$29.
The nat fucking 20s.
$29. $29. That's it.
So as this like you feel this shadowy darkness begin to coalesce around you in a bubble, and suddenly straight up from above this ray strikes down at you, this blood red ray, and you block it with your shield, and when you do, you notice a portion of this energy that is constituting your shield at the moment just disintegrates, but you're able to shrug off the effects and protect yourself from it. Now, Solomon, this one's for him. All right, I need Solomon to make a... Damn it, he's immune to this. Yeah, nothing happens to Solomon. He's immune to this effect.
What was it though? Come on, give it to me. You giving it to everyone else.
Charm. It was going to be Charm.
Dang, bro, that whole round right there was just like not good for Gavin. Like,
I'm sorry, Gavin, but that was the biggest round of fuck you ever.
ever.
All right, this one's for Bigby. Let's see what Bigby gets.
Bigby's down.
He
only had 10 hit
he's
points.
down?
There's no way he could have saved from that attack.
Okay, gotcha. So this one is, we'll say that one's for the Avatar of Tempest. So the Avatar of Tempest has to make a dexterity saving throw. So that might say a 7, but I rolled a nat 1 for the Avatar of Tempest.
Oh, damn.
So he is going to take... This is doubled. But he's also resistant to the damage type. So it cancels it out. It would have been 46 necrotic damage. That would have been 92 because of the crit, but he's resistant. So the Avatar of Tempest takes 46 necrotic damage as its Ray of Death just streaks towards him and hits him center mass. And he is undeterred. And rather perturbed at this point, to be honest. Well, that was supposed to have a lot more of an impact than it did.
When you think about it, if we rolled terrible on that one, we could have all been like screwed.
We'd have been okay.
So, yeah, sure. I guess the last Xeos you can kind of go or whatever if you want to.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much. I will. I can cast a spell as an action and then cast a spell as a bonus action. It's a bonus action spell, right?
One of the spells has to be a cantrip.
Right. Yeah, I don't have a cantrip. I mean, I still got some more stars on my robe of stars. You feel any different about that?
Nope.
Okay, so what did we do last time? 7? D6 or D4 plus 7?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, let me see. It's magic missile at 5th level.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got 5 stars left. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3. So I'll just go ahead and throw those in there. Ooh, those are pretty nice. 25 damage to Xeos for magic missile, force damage.
25. All right.
And then I will action use a spell called Steel Wind Strike.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that spell.
And I will use my Shadow Blade as my melee weapon, my 7th level Shadow Blade. So that's going to be 5d8s plus the Steel Wind Strike damage. So, and I'm going to go after both the Tendril and Xeos.
Okay.
I think I...
Yeah, so give me it's a spellcasting attack roll. So this is just an intelligence attack roll.
Yeah, I think I actually have to buff up this spell to be able to strike it at a different distance. Yeah, because the initial target has to be within 30 feet. So I'm going to have to buff it up with a 2nd level spell slot. So I'm going to have to use a 5 and a 2nd to increase the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got it right here. Hoping on some nat 20s right here. Does 24 hit the Tendril?
It does.
Oh, okay, well... There you go.
Damn. Okay. So suddenly you all see Velastrios just disappears, taking this shadowy blade, slicing clear through this tendril in a surprising display, as you've never really seen Velastrios make an attack like this before.
And then he
But
whips over here. I don't know. That's a hit too.
yeah, that hits.
I was really hoping for a nat 20. Oh, he must be resistant to force damage or something, psychic damage. Okay, and then I will use my hasted action to attack with the Shadow Blade again.
Okay. Since you're already over right by him.
Yeah, because I'm going to teleport right beside him. I think that's 5d8, so...
Place yourself within 5 feet of Xeos, since that's where you're putting yourself.
No, I'll go over here.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go over here. Yeah,
Playing Velastros as a melee fighter.
I'll just throw those right there. It's 21. I have a plan. Trust me. I didn't set up a contingency for nothing. My contingency is Dimension Door, by the way, Gavin.
Yeah, I remember.
If I fall, that is a contingency. So if I just fall through a chasm or something, Dimension Door.
Right. All right.
Yeah, man, and that's going to be everything for Velastrios. That's that damage right there is for the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, I already added it.
Okay.
All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
All right, Shiziki, what you got?
Well, I still got Jimmy on the flying carpet over here. So Jimmy is going to ride the flying carpet.
Wait, Jimmy's on the flying carpet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I put him on the flying carpet a while back. So the flying carpet is going to go forward 40 feet, its full movement. And then Jimmy's got a movement of 50 feet. Yep. So he's going to go right over here. Yeah, we'll say like right there.
His
Okay.
movement speed is 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Dismounting takes half of your movement, but yeah, you can still get there.
He's right. You'd still be able to get there, though.
Yeah, he'd still be able to get there from where he is.
Okay. Well, that's the if that takes all his movement, then so be it.
Yep, that would be every bit of his movement, because dismounting and mounting takes up half of your movement, just
Okay.
like standing with him.
So his action is going to force feed Paragon a potion of superior healing.
Okay. Cool. Superior healing. I think that's 8d4 plus 8. I want to say.
4 d20s, actually.
Well. Oh, is it really? Okay. No, it's a 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is superior, you said, right?
Yes.
So that's 28 points of healing. So, yeah, Paragon, you're up with 28 hit points.
And then he will bonus action, because this is a bonus action to give this to somebody. He will bonus action give him an Archie's Epic Delayed Reaction Adrenaline Shot.
If you could remind me what that does.
It does a number of things. Let me pull it up for you. Where is it? Archie's Delayed Reaction Shot. As a bonus action, you may administer this adrenaline shot to yourself or another willing creature. The recipient takes 1 piercing damage, and then becomes immune until the end of their immune to all damage until the end of the next turn. So he can't immediately go back down. Also, his movement speed increases by 10 feet. He has advantage on Constitution and Dex saving throws, on Perception checks, Initiative rolls, and Death saving throws. And then
Okay.
also for the next 5 minutes over that entire time frame is when all this works. Any spell casting ability check made to resurrect you is made with advantage, and the time to resurrect you is doubled. But the main thing is he has advantage on Dex and Constitution saving throws or checks. What did I say? Yeah, saving throws. Constitution, Dexterity, saving throws. He has advantage, and he has an extra 10 feet, and he has 27 hit points because he just took 1 piercing damage from the shot.
Yeah, I already added the piercing damage, and he's immune to all damage.
Until the
But
yep.
when next turn comes around, all the damage you've taken over that round accumulates.
Yeah, and you take it all at one time. But the difference is you don't just go immediately back down. You will at least get your next turn. Yeah, until the end of your next turn. So there you go. So if you heal yourself, if you take damage, as long as you heal yourself during your turn enough to be able to counteract that, there you go. You'll be a-okay. All right, so Shaz pops back into existence. I will, because that's all of Jimmy's movement. He can't do anything else since he had to spend half movement doing that. So Jimmy's done.
Okay.
I will reach into my bag and pull out a fleshlight.
Okay.
And I will use it to bonus action cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. And
Okay.
you will see me all of a sudden sprout an extra 2 wings, so now I have 4 wings, and these wings are brimming with holy light with the tips of them swirled in darkness. Because they are of the upper plane. There we go. Alright, and then so for my action, let's take some shots.
Shot.
Alright. So, let me get on up here. And we are going to shoot with a Nickelodeon goop arrow. So, with a D4 on top of that. Alright, so he takes a little bit of this. And a D4. That's my, because I'm in my shadow form. And then for the Nickelodeon Duke Arrow, he takes 66 acid damage, and there is no saving throw to this. 5, 6.
Okay. So that's another 21.
And then he takes an extra 6 points of damage on top of that because he has Hexblade's Curse on him.
Another 6.
Alright. And let's do it again. Oh, I rolled the wrong arrow. Do me a favor. The fire damage that's on that one. 9 points of fire damage. Take that off. Because that's not an explosive arrow. This is a regular arrow.
Got it. It's off.
Okay. Alright. Second arrow. Let's fire. Oh, actually, hang on 1 second. 1 second. For that first hit, first time ever, he takes 4 points of sneak attack damage because he's engaged.
That's right. Good on you, Phoenix, for being engaged with him, and Valastrios too. Both of you guys.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever been able to use my sneak attack.
Does
I
this
don't think
count
it's the
as
first time.
flanking?
No, not technically.
Not with a
You're
range
you're
attack
on
anyway.
opposite. Yeah, and you're not on opposite sides of him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
In order to get flanking, you have to be able to draw a line between you and one other ally, and it passes through the target.
And it doesn't work
Gotcha.
on range attacks. It's only
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I know, but I was talking about like for my
with-
next turn.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So he'll take this. And since I'm in shadow form, he'll take that. And since it was a Nickelodeon Goop arrow, he'll take another 66. And yeah, let's go ahead and hasted action. We'll go and throw another attack on there with another Nickelodeon Goop arrow.
Wait, so I need to add 22 to him as well?
You need to add. Well, yeah, that's 22, and then again another 6. It's every time I hit him, so it gets that hexblade curse damage. So it's 28 total between the D4 and everything else. We're gonna do the same thing all over again.
Do a barrel roll.
Hang on one second.
Does Shaz do a barrel roll?
Right. We are gonna use. So where's my thing? There we go. I'm gonna use we'll use Divine Inspiration. I got 2 of those, and I'm gonna re-roll that.
The exact same thing.
Dang.
That's alright.
Then you have. Oh wait, hold up. Don't you have a D4?
Yeah, I get to add it. I'm gonna add the D4 to this now. So it's a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright,
Where do you get the D4 from again?
I took a potion of heroism, so I get a D4 to saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay.
Alright, so again, he takes this, and 66 acid damage. So that again be another 28 on top of the regular attack.
Oh, is that all?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all I can do at the moment. I'll knock off another Nickelodeon Goop arrow. There we go. I still have another 6 of them. Alright, that's still good for you. Alright, and then that's it for my turn. I will, because I'm 30 feet in the air, I'm just going to kind of come back a little bit and get out of being next to all these people. Also increase my movement speed because I have 2 sets of wings now, so I have a fly speed of 160 feet. So
I don't know if it works that way. It doesn't really work that way.
It does. We talked about it.
Did we?
Yes, we did. Because of the second set of wings, it just gives me an extra 10 feet of movement instead of what the spell normally would, which is like an extra like 40.
Okay. I thought you were adding the whole thing to. If we talked about it, then that's fine. If that's what I said.
Yeah. So my base movement now is 70 with everything I have, and then with haste, 80, and then with haste it goes to 160. All right, and then that'll be that, and then I will roll to see if I blink out. I do not. I'll hang out.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Good. That is good. You're hanging out. That is good. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. I gotta do this. Yeah. You go ahead and do what y'all do.
All right. That's it. That's my turn.
So Xeos is going to use his last 2 legendary actions, and the same thing starts to appear as he screams out,
This is not how it will end.
before each of you sees a bolt of lightning start just streaking towards each of you. I need everybody to make another dexterity saving throw.
Hold on. I'm inside of him.
Yeah, you get a free pass just like last time.
Okay, cool. You should have not made me into elemental. You really should not.
I mean, it thematically fits your character and what you were going for.
It really does. Is there another second part to this, Gavin, or is this it?
This is the same thing. As you see this aura of darkness just pulse
Okay.
from his body.
Hey, Gavin,
What's up?
is this a spell?
No. Well, damn it. I was hoping to actually catch you with a hit, but that's why I waited to use the last one for this round to see if you would blink in.
I'm gonna use an inspiration point.
Yeah, yes, you probably should.
Yeah, fuck off.
You know what? Felia's gonna use her divine inspiration too.
Okay. Is Kelly gonna be here soon, by the way?
There we go. I don't know, man. We're gonna play it
Okay.
out and play it out. But there we go. 22, nice.
And I'm gonna use the inspiration for Paragon. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not, because he's immune to all damage.
Until
Yep,
the
it just
end of your
gets-
next turn.
and then all the damage you've taken gets added all at once.
That's fine. Because what I'm about to do, I'm about to take a whole shit ton of damage and fuck you up for the last horizontal.
Keep in mind that Archie's adrenaline shot is dangerous in a sense that if you ever take an amount of damage equal to your max hit points all at one time, it's death. So you can literally system shock yourself with the Archie's adrenaline shot.
Gavin.
Well,
Paragon
not
cannot
permanently,
die.
not permanently, but.
But
All right, has everybody made their save?
Yep.
All right. So if you rolled a 21 or lower, waiting for the dice to clear so I can see the numbers. I hate when it does that, when Fantasy Grounds freezes when my numbers are covered up with a bunch of dice. Okay, there we go. So if you rolled a 21 or lower, you take 47 points of necrotic damage and 54 points of radiant damage.
Oh.
If you rolled a 20 or lower, if you rolled that, I said it wrong, a 20 or lower, if you rolled a 21 or higher, you take 23 points of necrotic damage and 27 points of radiant damage.
All right. I totally forgot that's what you were gonna do, but all right, you know, Shaz takes 0 damage.
How so?
I am currently immune to necrotic and radiant damage.
Oh, God fucking damn it! I was hoping I'd actually add some damage to you. Okay.
And plus, he also has his mirror images up, so even if you did...
this isn't an attack roll. This is different.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at something else when you said that. So what was the damage numbers? You can just give me what it is. Above a 20, you saved, or something like that. What was it?
A 21 or higher, you saved. A 20 or lower, you didn't save. On a 20 or lower, you take 47 necrotic and 54 radiant. On a 21 or higher, you take 23 necrotic and 27 radiant.
Okay, so that's 23 plus 27 divided by 2 because she's resistant and she saves. So Ophelia takes 25 points.
I will trust your math on that one.
Yeah, so 169 plus 25, 194. Oof, she's hurt. Okay.
On top of that, everybody be ready to make some saves.
Hold on real quick. How much damage did Ophelia just take?
She took 25.
Okay, did you half that?
Yeah, that's the total of it.
With Dorian's thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had already passed it regardless.
Yeah, I know, but she gets halved again.
Oh, for her it's double halved. Yeah, so because she's resistant.
So here's the thing. It says it gives them resistance, right? She already has resistance. That's what I didn't want to say earlier. It gives you resistance to all damage, but it wouldn't give you. You can't have double resistance. You can only have. You're either resistant or immune.
Hey.
So it do what?
All right. So okay. So how much do I need to add as Dorian then?
25.
Okay, I had that. 227. Okay.
All right. Now starting from left to right, Xeos, I need you to make.
Wait, he gets to do this again before his turn?
This is his last ones. I just said this is his last legendary resistance or legendary actions. So
he's done 4 already.
Yeah, you just might have, he might have cracked how many he gets in legendary actions. So, Xeos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's 26.
That's a pass. As this ray passes by, and when it gets close, it looks like everything around you just slows down for a moment until it gets about 5 feet away from you again and then speeds off and arcs into nothing.
Yeah, Vlasios just moves like half an inch over to the side, out of the way.
All right, Paragon, I need you to make... a Constitution saving throw, Paragon.
Okay.
You get advantage with that, don't you?
He does. Yeah, but he doesn't need it. All right, so you take, and this is going to be quartered for you. I know you're immune to all damage, but when the time comes, you are going to take 8 points of necrotic damage when the time comes because you quartered it. That was a good roll. All right, moving on to Phoenix.
Give me what you got, Gavin.
You will get what I have. All right, Phoenix, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. It's like my worst one.
I'm liking where this is going.
Oh my god.
Oh, and in all fairness, I
Motherfucker.
screwed something up. Jimmy probably should have gone
What'd
down on the last big AoE thing, but I'll say you definitely went down on this one.
Yeah, I just forgot to roll it on him, so that's my bad.
Well, it was that big first initial attack. He only had 6 hit points left, so I mean, I'll say
Should
now
have
he's definitely
advantage,
gone.
+4,
Okay.
+6.
You should have it.
So
on
Do I
yeah,
have
you
advantage
have
on
it.
that?
You have advantage on dexterity
Okay.
saving throws.
Everyone should have advantage on dexterity saving.
Yeah,
throws.
because everybody's
And
hasted.
wisdom. Dexterity and wisdom saving throws. Everybody.
So
should have advantage.
let's see.
Plus I get 6 on that. Plus I get 6. So I get 17 +4 +6.
Wait.
That's got...
That's
Oh, that's a
27.
27. So
No, that's 31. Because isn't your dexterity +4 too, or no?
No,
No, my dex is 0. It would be negative if I wasn't in my form. It would be negative 1 if I was...
So, yeah, you start to feel like your body starts tensing up, and for a moment, your flames slow down that are encompassing your body as you see bits of stone start to fall off before you steal your resolve and shake off the effects, avoiding the petrification. All right, Aaron. You need to make a... Oh, I like this one. I feel really bad doing it, though.
I don't even see it on the map.
So, Aaron, I need you to make... luckily, you got this going for you well. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Because at least the roll is up your alley.
I gotta add a +4 to this, right? Or a D4 to this?
Did you take a
Oh!
plus heroism?
There you go.
There you go.
So you see this arc of this red lightning arc past you, and you dive out of the way, do a roll through the air with your wings, just barely dodging it as it just slightly catches a corner of the leather on your shoulder as you see that little bit of leather turn to dust. That could have been really bad. Like death, no body left bad. All right. Philia. Okay, I need Philia to make a wisdom saving throw. She has advantage on wisdom saves?
Yeah, everybody does. Hero's Feast.
Ah. Okay.
That's 22, by the way.
It was already okay.
Poor Gavin.
Kevin, yeah.
So, she hears a little whisper and whatnot, just some,
Do what I say, bitch.
and then she says no, and then she says no, fuck you, and he's like, aw.
You promised we love you, Gavin.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on to Shiziki. Shiziki, I need you to make a wisdom save as well.
Okay, doke. Plus a D4 on top of that.
It's a 19.
Yep.
So suddenly, your vision starts to go dark. Oh, I love this. This is the best thing ever. Your vision starts to go dark as you hear this voice that says,
The Angel of Death is what you call yourself. Is that it? Be my Angel of Death.
I'm gonna say nah. Because I'm immune to being charmed.
wait, you're immune to being charmed?
Black sap, baby, because I'm high.
You're immune to being charmed?
Because I'm on drugs.
Oh shit, that's fucking terrible.
Do you have an answer for everything?
Yes, we do.
Oh my god.
Kids.
Oh my god.
Doing drugs is cool.
Do drugs in school, babe.
Yeah, you literally being high off your ass just kept you from being mind controlled just now.
He just he's like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, whatever you say.
Also, on top of that, I'm actually immune to it in 2 different ways. Because being in Tasha's Otherworldly Guise also makes me immune to being charmed.
Uh-huh. So,
Sorry, bro!
writing in notes, remove Tasha's Otherworldly Guise from
And Black Sap?
campaign 2. Remove Black Sap from campaign 2.
You actually.
Some hobo did all the Black Sap. There's none left for everybody else.
Oh, so hold up, no, I got you better. Some whore from one of the shops did all the Black Sap when he got told not to get too addicted.
Aaron's notes.
It all got slurped out of a hooker's belly button.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, Dorian.
More black sap. Infinite amount.
All right, this one's okay. This one's okay for me. Dorian, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh man. 20, and you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna look over at the avatar of Tempest and be like, what's happening? Because I'm gonna use my, I want to add some.
You feel your body starting to tense up as your muscles are seizing before you find yourself suddenly no longer able to move.
I will glance over at the avatar of Tempest, and I will say, Tempest, give me strength. And then I will shake off the effect with my Blessing of Legendary Resistance.
I mean, you already got a 20. Don't you get an addition to your saving throws that
That's
affects
it.
you?
That's everything.
Oh.
It's already calculated in there.
Plus 11, yeah, and I'll use my Blessing of Legendary Resistance.
You get that from the Tempest?
I got
No,
it from your Tempest.
Tempest was the one who gave it to him a long time ago.
I rarely ever use it.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Okay. I'm just gonna mute myself and scream for a minute if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, you need to take 5?
You can do you. You go do you. You go do you. Alright, bud?
Okay, I'm good. All right.
I heard you from here. Way.
I almost
Alright,
heard it in Florida. It was a faint whisper.
It's a dissonant whisper.
And of course, the avatar of Tempest is immune to the frightened effect.
Well,
So he doesn't even have to make the roll for that. Yeah.
Dorian is like super flexing, like Arnold Armstrong poses over here with the Avatar of Tempest.
Yeah. He joins you, you know, and you mean Commander Armstrong? Yeah, he joins you in the with fire shooting out of his armor every time he does that.
Yeah.
All right, it is now the Avatar of Tempest's turn. So he's gonna run up to him and he's gonna say, "This divine trespass will not be tolerated."
Slap him on the ass as he runs by. Go get
You
him.
do?
Good game.
All right. So he's gonna use his action to activate Flying Sword.
All right,
Um,
well, Avatar Tempest just won the game, guys. It was good plan, good 3 years of the
So-
game.
It says Tempest releases his longsword to hover magically in an occupied space within 5 feet of him. If Tempest can see the sword, the solar can mentally command it as a bonus action to fly up to 50 feet and either make one attack against the target or return to Tempest's hands. Let's see. So, it's a bonus action. So he's going to go in for 2 longsword attacks.
Hey, that's my thing.
And that's going to be a hit as you see this divine longsword just flash as it cuts through Xeos, with Xeos taking... Why is it saying partially resist? That's not resisted. It has divine weapons. Oh well, I'll just add it. I'll just add it manually. So he's going in with another attack. That is a 20. I forgot to roll it directly on him. So with the second attack, Xeos deflects his arm away, but now he's going to use his bonus action, and as when Xeos deflects his arm away, his sword goes flying out of his hand, when suddenly it stops in midair, and he's going to make another attack against him. Where when the sword stops in midair, it flies back directly towards Xeos before Xeos deflects the sword again before it flies back into Tempest's hand. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Philia.
All right. Yeah. Let's do some stuff and things. So she is going to want her pupper back. So she will bonus action use 6 meta magic points and get Bigby back on the field, full health.
All right.
So she's now down to 6 meta magic points. Bigby is going to enter the fray.
He's already in it. Okay, I thought you were going to say his ascended form. He stays in that form.
Well, let me see what
Okay.
the movement of him can get here. Because he's got a movement of, 50, I think? Let me see. Movement. Where is his movement? 60 feet. So he will come to the other side of Xeos and
No,
flank.
actually, he has 80 feet of movement in his ascended form.
Okay. Well, he'll flank on the other side of Lastrios.
Okay.
I know he enters the aura. I don't know if that happens on Xeos' turn or now or whatever.
It doesn't happen now.
Okay. And Bigby's going to take all his attacks against Xeos.
Okay.
So,
A bite and a claw.
where is it? So, bite is +8.
Oh, you already rolled?
No,
Oh, no,
I
bite
was-
is
I'm
actually
literally looking at it.
It's plus 11 in this form.
Oh, well, I'm looking at old information.
So, but that's a 21, which is a miss.
But he has advantage because he has pack
That's
tactics
right.
and he's flanking.
Well, a 21 and a 14.
Go ahead and do his full round of attacks.
All right. Well, I don't need to re-roll that one.
Boom, sucker. Yeah, y'all should have bet on Bigby. Bigby's gonna get the final hit.
Imagine.
I'll add it. I don't know why it says that. I will correct that. All right.
Also, just out of curiosity, how dark is this area?
The whole area is dim light.
Okay. Just gonna get right about in here.
Unless it's around me, then it's like bright light.
That is true.
So we're just gonna get about halfway there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I should get right around like there. Yeah. Alright. Has Bigby done all of his attacks?
He has.
Alright. So Felia's gonna go, and she's gonna look around and see everybody's pretty hurt. Just gotta do a quick fix and get rid of that. Everybody's at full health. Nobody has any ailments. Nobody has any curses, diseases, anything.
What did she cast?
Wish.
Oh, just the whole that effect. Yeah, that's why I'm nerfing Wish in campaign 2.
Everybody can eliminate all your wounds, including the Avatar of Tempest.
Oh. Bet.
That's why, to be honest, Gavin, I was just kind of laughing. I was like, man, I hope he gets everybody except Feely with some random ailments and whatnot, because she was just going to negate them all.
Yeah. You won't be able to do that in campaign 2. FYI. But it is what it is.
All right.
My jaw just dropped. I can't. I can't. I thought she used Wish already.
Wounds anyways.
The night before.
Oh shit. Okay.
I got
Damn.
Blue Race on Velasquez. Hey, does that get rid of the 8 points of damage Paragon would take, or does that still stay?
That would
I
still.
feel Yeah.
That's a interesting prospect.
I'd say that'll be up to DM discretion.
I'll say that based on the description of the item, I'd say that would still stay.
That's fine. I will take the whole 8.
Oh.
Hey,
Well as what you took from.
Yeah, I'll be taking 78 points of damage.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I have a plan. So,
Okay.
'cause
So
I am still glad I go before freaking.
where's the thing? Okay. She will sack a 5th level spell slot. There we go. And she gets 7 sorcery points back as a... Oh, wait, no, that would be a bonus action. She already used her bonus action to bring Bigby back. Never mind. So that was her attack. Now she still has a hasted action. She will use her hasted action to drink a mana potion. In fact, I will make it a greater mana. So that's 2d4 plus 2. So she gets a level 3 spell slot back, because I was hoping to get a 7, but that's all she gets. So she gets her level 3 spell slot back.
Okay.
And I will mark that out of her inventory. That was, I said greater mana. That is action, bonus action, hasted action. So she's done.
She's done.
She done, baby.
All right. Paragon, it's your turn.
Alright, so let's do a couple things here. For his, since now I don't have to worry about this, for his bonus action, Blood Maledict of the Mutual Suffering. Fuck you, Gavin. And I'm going to amplify it, which means, guess what? You no
You
longer
take
get
both.
the resistances.
Okay. So read the wording of that effect for me.
Yep, I will do that. Amplified. You want just the amplified or the entire thing?
Entire thing.
As a bonus action, you can link to a creature within 30 feet of you up for a minute, forcing them to share in the pain they inflict upon you. The next time the cursed creature damages you, this curse deals the necrotic damage to the cursed creature equal to half the damage you suffered. This curse then ends. This curse and amplify. This curse instead deals damage equal to the damage you suffered and ignores necrotic resistance.
So does it specify an attack roll? Does it specify or just...
Oh yeah. So damn, it's not gonna work because he doesn't use fucking weapons. Never mind then.
I mean, technically, if his tentacle hits you, it does work.
There's no more tentacles on the board.
Is that one still alive?
No, it's down.
Oh, that's right.
Well, so a weapon attack also would count as like natural weapons. So tentacles, claws. He still can do slam attacks on his own turn.
I was about to say.
Yeah, but I'd have to get him to do a slam attack.
I mean, it's still useful if he does one.
Yeah, but it only works for a minute, dude.
True.
So by the time his next attack is next time, I'd just be taking the damage for nothing. I'd be taking the...
Well, a round is only 6 seconds, so a minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah, true.
That's how
But,
I know
okay.
it's good.
But that was only your bonus, so you still got your action. And your
Yeah,
movement.
I still have to roll this, though. I'll take the 8 points of damage. Alright.
Would he be
But you
immune to
don't-
that?
You don't take it yet. It's at the end of your turn for what it matters.
I'm just gonna mark it now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna be in his space. Actually,
Okay.
no, I'm not. Because I am a large creature, which means technically I can hit him at fucking 10 feet, not 5.
Well, you can do 10 feet, but that's just because your weapon technically counts as a pole arm.
I'm also considered a large creature.
Let's see here. I don't know if being a large creature automatically just increases your range. But regardless, you can go ahead and make your attack. You can hit him from 10 feet.
Yeah, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I think it's once they start getting huge or larger that the range goes up as a result of their size.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. So. That'll hit him. Give me a second. And then he'll take a whole bunch of this. You will take this. That's gonna miss. And now he is going to freaking use his blood spikes.
Okay.
So
Don't you get advantage on all those rolls, or no?
I don't think I get an advantage on my attack rolls, do I?
He's not flanking
Yeah,
because
'cause
he's
he's-
kind of on the outskirts.
Yeah, you're not flanking.
Okay. So it has to be you flanking with someone else. It can't be he's just flanked.
No.
Okay.
The only time that works is if you have an ability called like Pack Tactics, which Bigby does.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you have to be standing on the opposite end of somebody.
So yeah, he's gonna take 2d12.
Okay.
For just the spike impaling him. And then he's going to take 2d6 of necrotic damage.
There we go.
Oh, and it does all the Crimson Right damage. Which I forgot to do for the first roll. So this will be...
You can do them both.
Okay. So that'll be 2 points of lightning damage for the first one. And 9 points of lightning damage for the second one.
So that is another 11.
Yep. Nice. I'm immune to fear.
Yeah, everybody is. That's took a hero's feast.
Well, I'm immune to fear just because of what I am.
Yeah.
Same.
And then I have advantage on all wisdom saves. But yeah, that's oh, and then Paragon's just going to
I was gonna do some healing as Dorian, but I guess not. Thanks, Sean. I mean, thanks, Kelly.
Right.
Paragon's gonna move over there. And that'll be everything that he can do, I think.
Where is
Okay.
Aaron on the map?
All the way back at the end.
By the way, any chance Kelly will be back in soon, or he'll be here soon?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
And that will be Paragon's turn.
All right. Just there's some parts going up. If she's not here for it, just find it on the stream and show her.
Okay.
So, all right. Dorian, what you got?
Oh. Well, Kelly kind of fucked up all the things I was gonna do. I was gonna do a bunch of healing to a bunch of people. Now I guess I have to attack. Actually, what I will do is,
Hey, Gavin. Could you remove that
What's
last
that?
tentacle? It just keeps making me nervous. Keep seeing it there, like, man, I gotta do something about that.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it.
Thank you.
For real. I thought I was about to do a beam attack to it, but I'm like, oh wait, it's
So
for dead.
distracting.
I know.
shit, I didn't prepare any, like, assault types of spells as Dorian. I don't even have, like, summon spirits, nothing.
I'm sure you got smites.
Yeah, I got smites, but I don't know, Dorian doesn't put out a whole bunch of damage, so... Who has Bless on them already?
I do, and I think Phoenix does.
And so does Paragon.
Okay. I will cast Haste on the Avatar of Tempest.
Okay.
And then... Yeah, I don't know, man. Dorian will walk up and just slap the guy, I guess. He'll...
Go for it.
Yeah.
You have your hasted action and your bonus still.
Great, so now I got a whole nother action.
You just
Actually,
attack him, man.
yeah, I'll just... Let me see. I just did haste, so I can only really do a smite. Oh, you know what? I'll... Well, fuck. You know what? Bonus action, Vow of Enmity, so I get advantage. And I'll just attack him with a longsword.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. My turn's over.
That was with advantage?
Yep.
Man, that is a shit roll.
1 and a 3.
I mean, like, that is...
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Shit happens.
Yeah, okay.
Xeos' turn.
So, Xeos' turn.
Question, Gavin: does he burn up in flame? Does he turn into flames on his turn or my turn?
Yours.
Okay, well then he should. Did he take fire damage from me being inside him that last turn that I ended?
Inside of them. Roll a d10.
Okay.
Oh, and Paragon is just gonna taunt him, going, hit me, a little bitch. And now with your spell shit. Smack me, asshole. Come on. Hit me with your tentacle. Do it. Do it.
You want that tentacle horn?
You won't do it,
He
you little bitch.
does. He does.
Hit me with your tentacle.
Why isn't it not letting me roll it on him? All right, you know what?
Yeah, just roll it in the...
There,
A 10. Okay.
10. 10 points of damage.
All right. Now, Xeos' turn. Xeos says,
Never before have I been challenged, though. You are true champions, to boldly stand before a god even in my weakened state, and defy the destiny of the realms. I commend you, champions, but you have not yet been tested. Before you may claim your destiny as legends, you must first survive the full fury of my wrath. Stand and fight, fate touched.
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws as you see the black and red energy of the far realm start twisting and turning, almost gaining like an incorporeal form as spectral whips of black and red energy as they swirl throughout every spot of this realm to the point where they are now all around you.
Does he hit himself with it?
No.
And
Okay, then I don't do anything.
I think everybody but Shaz is within 30 feet of Dorian, so they get the
Yeah.
bonus now. So.
Yeah, everybody gets +6.
You said it was Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
Even Bigby gets it since I moved up.
That's
20
a
feet. Bigby gets it too.
third, well, +1 because of Dorian's things, 26, so that's a 32 for Felia.
Holy crap.
That's 27.
Wait, how do you get a +12 to Constitution?
You also get advantage on that too?
Yeah, well, I don't, no, I don't think, well, wait. Do people get it? I don't know. Do you guys get advantage on Constitution saving throws? I know
I'm pretty sure
adrenaline shot
heroism,
gets it.
I'm pretty sure heroism potion gives it.
Heroism gives you a D4.
Yeah.
I thought it gave you on some advantage on some rolls too.
It gives you on, I know, Wisdom. Hold on.
I thought it was Constitution and Wisdom saving throws.
Give me a second, I can look it up here. And Chad still needs to roll while I'm looking it up.
What, Hero's Feast is only wisdom saving throws.
No, I'm talking about
The
heroism,
potion
the
of
potion of
heroism.
heroism.
I'll pull it up here in just 1 second, I'll tell you.
Paragon has advantage on his too.
Yeah, I know Paragon does. I know that for a fact because he's got the Archie's adrenaline shot. But I don't think everybody should have that. I think it's just Paragon because of the Archie's adrenaline shot.
You gain 10 temporary hit points for an hour for the same duration you're under the effect of the Bless spell. That's all the Potion of Heroism does. And Bless gives you a D4 to attack rolls and saving rolls. Let me double check.
Why does Dorian, Valastrios, and Felia have advantage
Okay,
on
never
this?
mind.
Dorian does it. I just did it accidentally, but even the lowest one was a 13, so I can re-roll it if you want to, but both of those are gonna pass.
I wrote down
Okay.
why. So Kelly or Felia took a Archie's shot like a couple turns ago. The first round that I played her character, she took an Archie's thing as a bonus action, which is why she has
Okay.
it.
And why does Valastrios have it? Oh, that's right. You have advantage on all saving throws.
Yeah, he has advantage on all saving throws.
Okay.
And not 20.
Oh my fucking god.
Uh,
I keep thinking, I got him now.
yeah, that's a 32 for Felia actually, because she gets the +1 too.
Yeah, that's what it says. So.
Yeah.
And
So-
+6 on that one too, because he's next to Dorian too for Paragon.
Yeah, I think almost everybody got above 30, except for Aaron.
Well, I also get a D4 onto mine too, so there you go. So mine's a 27 for Shaz.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aaron and Dorian are the only ones that didn't get close to 30.
Are we gonna make our DM rage quit?
So, it's still okay. It's okay.
Did I make this fight
You
too
know-
hard? Well, maybe not.
You guys are just rolling fantastic in this fight.
Well, that's because we have advantage on everything that you throw at us.
I mean, we literally have years, I know especially with me, I have years worth of magical stuff I've been holding on to specifically for this fight, and you let me take everything I wanted to prep for it. So yeah, dude, I'm
Oh, hey, the
super
Avatar
buffed.
needs to make a
Con save too. Yeah. And Big B's got to do one as well.
Oh yeah.
So
Uh,
the
was this a physical
Avatar of
attack?
Tempest also gets +6, I believe.
Yep.
So does
Was
Bigby.
this a physical attack?
No,
No, this isn't an attack roll.
this is one.
So
of
that's a
the
20 for the Avatar of Tempest. All right.
let's see. Bigby has a Constitution of 12. Oh, Bigby's gonna fail.
+6.
Yeah, so I mean
yeah.
that'd be 10. You got Bigby, Gavin. You got the dog.
All right. So, for those who rolled a 23 or higher, this one is a higher one. You take lagged out fantasy grounds. This is called Final Requiem. Those, ooh, and I rolled well on this too. So, on a 23 or higher, you take 56 points of radiant damage and 58 points of no, I had that math wrong. 78 points of necrotic damage. 58 radiant, 78 necrotic.
If you made
For-
the save,
If you made the save.
What happens if you didn't make the save?
Can you go over that again?
If you rolled a 23 or higher, you take 56 points of radiant damage and 78 points of necrotic damage for a total of 134.
Okay.
yeah, I'll just choose to take none of that.
Yeah, because it's radiant and necrotic.
Uh,
So if you rolled a
you're
22, if
necrotic,
you rolled a, yeah, so if you have calculate as is
39.
with resistances.
well, Bigby's back down again.
What? Surprise, surprise.
Yay,
I mean,
temporary
even if
hit
he'd made a
points.
save, he still would have died. He doesn't have that
Yeah.
many hit points.
Hold on.
I know.
What was it? It was how much radiant damage?
56 radiant, 78 necrotic.
So plus but if you're resistant to necrotic, then it's 39. So that's 95 points of damage.
Right.
Gavin,
Yeah.
I love being resistant to both. 67
I-
plus the 15 temporary hit points to 52.
Well,
What
hold
am I
on.
gonna- what am I gonna
Um,
do with all these temporary
you-
hit points that I haven't even lost
Aaron.
yet?
Hold on. So Aaron, you actually failed that one. You rolled below a 23.
No, I didn't.
No,
Plus
I didn't.
5 thanks to Dorian.
Yeah.
You are at the opposite side of the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Fuck. Never mind. That was paragraph. Fuck. I'm gonna be fucked. It's only 100 points of damage. I'll be alright.
So if you rolled a 22 or lower, you take, well, you failed it, so you just take the numbers that I just said. So you
Yeah, I
take
know. I got 100
56.
100 points of
100.
damage. That's about it. Yep. I'll take 100 wounds.
It's like 120, I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
the numbers he just gave us is if you make the save. So it's doubled if you failed it.
If you failed, which he has resistance, so you would take 134 points of damage. You had 15 temporary hit points. So you're actually at 119. Yeah.
Well,
And
I
so
don't know I don't know how my math is so much different than his.
So let me just make it real easy for you guys, alright?
Okay.
If you made the save, 134 points of damage. Pre-resistances. If you failed to save,
270 pre-resistances.
Okay.
The reason that the numbers don't quite match up to half is because I rolled both odd numbers for between the radiant and necrotic. But since you failed it, but you have resistance, Aaron, you just take what they took, succeeding it without resistances, basically.
Yeah, I got you.
So at this moment, you see portions of this like crystalline board starting to decay and wither away as 6 fissures open up. How many people is it going to open up under? Yeah, it's going to open up under 6. So I need Dorian, Phoenix, Paragon,
Velasquez.
and Velastrios, as well as where are you even at, Shiziki? Oh, I don't need. So a fissure opens up underneath Shiziki and Aaron as well, but you guys are flying, so you guys don't have to make this.
Man,
Who
when's
says
that
I'm
gonna
not
get
flying?
challenging?
Oh yeah, Phoenix, you are flying as well. So mainly just Dorian, Velastrios, and Paragon. I need dexterity saving throws.
Hey, does this deal damage?
Not in and of itself.
32 for Velasquez, 28 for Dorian,
16 for
22 for Paragon.
Oh yeah.
All right, so a fissure opens up, and you guys are like, "Oh shit, let's dip out," and you do, and you don't fall into the far realm, and are
So
perfectly fine.
Velasquez is even needed to make that saving throw, or is this an all or nothing?
This is an all or nothing.
Okay. So do we have to move out of that circle, or do we?
You have to put yourself out of that circle, at the closest location out of the circle.
That's unoccupied, because I think
That's unoccupied.
Yeah, Dorian's gonna move here, and Velasquez there.
Oh, Paragon wouldn't be able to get all the way over there.
Yeah,
We'll just say
over here. Or you know what? We could do it like this, where Velasquez goes right there, and then Paragon jumps right there.
whichever way you guys want to do it.
Sure. I think that looks good. Aaron? I mean, Paragon?
Yeah,
What do
I'm
you
good.
think? Okay.
All right,
Yeah, because you need to be a little bit closer.
man. That wished. Okay. So regretting adding those options to Wish. So glad I'm fixing that in campaign 2. All right. So he's just gonna go for his last 2 attacks, and one at Phoenix and the other at Dorian.
Is he attacking himself?
One at Dorian, one at Paragon.
So bitter.
Paragon is actually 10 feet away from him.
I just see him like hitting himself in the forehead with a tentacle, trying to attack me, just like.
And of course, I roll a natural 2. Okay, and then
Paragon is 20 feet away from him.
yeah, he's also a Titanic creature.
Oh.
All right, and I rolled a
Paragon's gonna take the hit.
Why? I rolled a natural 6.
Paragon's gonna take the hit.
You can't just. I mean, you're just gonna let him hit you?
I'm gonna let him fucking hit me.
Hit me, bitch! Hit me!
Okay, I'll take it.
It's
Yeah.
breaking, bitch.
I mean, let's come on. We got to give this dude some pity here.
Now take 116 points of damage to yourself, necrotic, without resistances.
I'm okay with that.
Why do you think that? I don't care. Hit me.
I knew you were gonna do it. I'm okay with that. All right. Phoenix, you're up and looking rather spry.
Really? It's my turn? Oh, wow! So,
Hey,
like,
nice
finally!
to see you here.
Yeah,
We've
finally!
only gone through one round of combat since we started playing.
Yeah, it's fucking finally my turn. Okay, so with me flying, right? I can go off this like thing, or else.
Yeah,
or
you can go off. You can go off the board.
Okay, okay, all right. Because I just want to pop out right here real quick, get advantages on all my attack rolls, and I'm gonna hit them. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna. Because since I am now fully healed, I don't need a Misty Step anymore. So.
Oh wait, Phoenix, you didn't add any damage to yourself from that last attack that I just did, though.
Because I took no damage.
On a failed save for that thing he just did, you still took. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because you were in him.
Yeah. Okay. 5, 10. Okay, so a 15 feet cube originating from the saving throw
Oh.
failed.
I will say this, Gavin. I don't see any wounds on the Avatar of Tempest.
Yeah, he should have taken.
Okay. So I channel
134.
my, I channel a, hold on one sec. I channel Thunder Wave through my sword.
Okay.
And yeah, so hold on. Let me give you the attack roll with advantage, since I am flanking at this current moment. Okay, yeah, oh, that's what I thought. 29 to hit. Do I need to roll that too? Okay, yeah, just to make sure.
No, you're good. You hit.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, you know. And then so he takes that. And then what else? So let's see. What is
Xeos' AC 9,874. No.
Oh yeah. Okay. What did you say, Gavin? And then he's also gonna take this. 2 damage, whatever. Oh yeah, and so I'm gonna need you to do a saving throw for me, Gavin.
Legendary resistance.
Fucking you, little bitch. So,
I don't even know what you were gonna do. Legendary resistance.
I mean, it's only 2.
I got a feeling he's trying to keep this dude alive as best he can because he's on his last legs.
Using a 2 higher increases by. Okay, so it's going to be 2. How does that work? I'm not sure.
You already used the legendary resistance, so if it's a saving throw, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, wait. So does he just take nothing, or does he only take half damage now?
The spell should say. Well, no, the spell. All that means is they pass the saving throw. If the spell has a still damage on a success, it still goes.
Yeah, so see if the spell has take half damage on a success.
Yeah, it takes half damage on a saving. It takes half damage, as much damage, and isn't pushed. Yeah, so it's not damage and it isn't pushed. Because okay. And then, so I'm just trying to figure out how the spell works, because it says at a second or higher, increase by 1d8. So just add 4
spell
to
is Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave, yeah. So just add
3 to it. Yeah, 3
to it. Okay, so that's 5d8.
Yeah, so roll 5d8 in the chat box.
I was just gonna roll it on Xeos.
If you just roll dice on Xeos, it won't happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing that now. All right. Another 26 of damage. Oh, half that. Fucker. Yeah, and then so for my bonus action, I'm gonna use my offhand, and we're gonna do one of these. Oh no, that's the Cryosons, Mirror Seer. And oh, with advantage. Hold on. Mirror Seer. 10 plus a d4. Can't forget the d4. That's a +2.
So 25.
25.
That hits.
Bet. All right. Yeah. So then he takes that. And he takes this. Fine. Alright, and then for my hasted action, I'm gonna hit him with my Mirgira. Advantage. Miss. Hold on.
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. No, that's a hit, man. That's.
That's a hit.
I was meaning to type in his wounds into his health, but I accidentally typed it into his AC instead. So that's a hit.
Okay, I just making sure because that's an extra
Nick.
34 or 24.
Oh yeah, you get your
29.
haste. Yeah, your haste action. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm getting my haste action. I know what I'm doing. And then so he takes that. And then he also takes this.
Do you
Oh
have
yeah.
anything else?
Oh yeah, I was gonna yell at Shiziki and be like, well, I was gonna give you a compliment, but then I just seem to be magically healed of every single one of my wounds.
I mean,
So,
you could
thank
still
you.
just give me a compliment anyway.
Oh well, you're looking mighty scrumptious today. There you go.
All right, yeah, I'd allow that.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna move right back into him.
Okay.
With him taking another D10. With 1 point of damage. Whatever.
All
Alright,
right.
and that is the end of my turn.
It's my turn.
It is.
All right, let's see what I can do to this thing.
Oh, before you take your turn, dang it, you moved back into him. I was gonna do something funny.
Let's go.
I was gonna do something funny, but you know what? Just because I really, who's damaged the most? I gotta take somebody down. Who's damaged the most?
I think
Uh,
we're all.
is-
Dorian is damaged the most.
Yep, Dorian or Paragon.
Let's see here. All right, you know what? Just because, I'm gonna need Shiziki here to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Just because I want him to.
Alrighty.
When Fantasy Ground stops lagging, I will happily do so.
Hey
With
Gavin, can you remove
joy
that
in my heart. Do what?
Can you remove that circle?
No, because there is no ground there.
Oh, great. Alright. Who needs ground when you can fly?
Oh,
All right.
else
Shiziki, I
Mhm.
need you to make a deck save. Give me one of them deck saves.
Okay, okay. Let's use a.
Let's not use
point.
anything. I think that's good. That is a great roll. It's a strong 12.
Strong.
I'll be right back. Just give me 2
Oh, it
seconds.
was almost a 19.
Oh,
That's an even stronger 12.
A divine inspiration.
I thought you were out. I don't see any by your name.
Because I just clicked off the last one. And not 20. There we go.
Fucking god damn it.
Oh, and I also get a
Wow.
D4 on top of that. So 24.
See a ray of disintegration as it arcs towards you. And when it gets close, you move. And it doesn't hit you because you moved.
Gavin, I couldn't quite hear you on that one. You want to say that again?
Just out of curiosity, how much damage would that have done? Because I would have been able to block it anyway.
It would have done some.
I was honestly half tempted to just let it hit me. But, you know.
Is it my turn now?
Oh my god.
It's your turn.
Okay, that's a good thing. So here we go. Let's see if I can wiggle my way into doing this right.
You know what this reminds me of?
Full round of attacks.
Yeah, you do that. Tell me how those attacks are gonna go.
Well, that's gonna be a hit.
How the fuck do you get a
Nope.
plus 21?
Uh,
Because I'm a badass. I've had a plus 21 this entire thing. He's gonna take some of that. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Let's see what this does. Because, you know, I gotta roll it. Alright, nothing happens that time. Go with this again. Gonna take some of that. He's gonna take that. He's gonna take this. Alright, nothing happens that time. Bonus action. Still hit him. He's gonna take this. He's gonna take some more of this.
I feel like right now you're just rolling fucking dice just for the hell of it.
Oh, nothing happens. And one more because hasted action. Oh, still hit him. You're gonna take some of that. You're gonna take a lot of that. And all right.
Nice.
Hey, Gavin.
yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
I think Aaron's done.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shotgun this beer real quick. Hold on.
That's the kind of mood our DM is in right now.
Oh, that's cold. All right.
And then Solomon is going to move.
Solomon dead by now?
Oh yeah,
What,
Solomon
he
is
is?
dead by now. Solomon's done. But yeah, I'm done. That's it. Hey Shiziki, I need you to blow his brains out.
Well, we'll see.
Don't
We still got another person to
don't
go
do that.
between us.
This is true.
How is he looking right now, Gavin?
Oh, you know. He is, in all seriousness. You guys have done phenomenally in this fight. I got to give you props for that. Granted, I've had terrible rolls and you've had great rolls. Even counting your advantage, still exceptional rolls. But he is looking rough at this point. You see pretty much from wounds all over his body, you see this like teal-colored, like bluish divine energy that's just leaking out like an effervescent light that and almost like a plasma like state is just oozing from his body and dissipating into the far realm as he looks at the rest of you and tilts his head and says, hold on, I keep forgetting I have to actually activate voice mod.
I've transgressed. I realize this now. And I understand why AO chose you. Tell my brother that I believe I was fulfilling my purpose in the universe until the end.
And that's all he says.
Gavin, can I change my vote on who I think is going to get the winning blow?
No, you cannot.
I mean, you can always just not do a ton of damage with the last Xeos, but we'll see.
I mean, this is about to get real fucking stupid real quick.
I mean, you never know what happens. A lot of
Alright.
things could happen from now and then. You never know.
Yeah.
Nick, you're at the bottom of the
So-
list. Don't even try.
Shut up! I don't want to hear your
So,
shit.
Gavin,
Fuck you.
I actually need
No,
to
your
one
bets
thing.
stay on who they stayed on.
Well, that kind of sucks.
You see, Tony was right. It's me and Shiziki put out the most damage. It was gonna be one of us, if not Velasquez, if he does something
You
stupid.
never know where it lands on, but yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So, Gavin, like, check this out. Velasquez is gonna come around and, excuse me, Paragon, as I slip between your legs. Get out of the way, small dwarf. And then he will take 2 strikes, one as his main action with the Shadow Blade, and one as his hasted action.
Okay, give me some attacks.
I'm just gonna throw this attack like that. I think that hits. Let me get down to the actual damage. And then his next attack. Where did I put the damage? There we go. So he'll strike the first time, and the second time, when he strikes, his bandages on his arms burst into a blue flame, and he throws the Shadow Blade up, and it cuts through Xeos, and then he whispers a small incantation, and he yanks both of his fists close, and then basically makes 2 more attacks, casting the spell Devastating Blade, and you see the Shadow Blade grow into like this 12-foot
Wait,
long.
how are you doing that?
It is a bonus action spell, 9th level, called Blade of Disaster.
Oh, this is the one that goes through Force Cage.
Oh,
And
this
so
one.
he takes it, he throws his
This is
Shadow
a bonus?
Yeah.
Blade, and he blows up this Shadow Blade into a blue flaming sword, and he's gonna make 2 attacks with it with his bonus action.
You can do that all as a bonus?
Yep. And then he's just going to whisper, "May the flames of Toro burn." And it doesn't give me an attack. It just tells me to make a ranged or melee attack roll. Should I use the same attack roll that I used for the
It
Shadow?
this is a melee spell attack, so you use your
Yeah,
intelligence.
So it's the same as with the Shadow Blade.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just roll the Shadow Blade again. Now this crits on 18s and 20s.
Oh, it was almost an 18.
Oh, that would have been stupid. Okay, so this one is this one's gonna be 4 force damage. 4 times 12. Oh, I've been rolling so good. That's not popping up for me. That would have been wicked. I was really hoping to get a crit on that one.
You get one
Here's
more,
the
right?
second one. Yeah. That's a
Oh my.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Great.
Yep.
Could this... Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I think I just broke Fantasy Grounds.
I think you did. Is it freezing for you guys too?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see. I
it's
see some
not
good
popping
numbers.
up. Okay, there you go.
Oh!
No way.
Oh!
Yeah. Holy shit, man.
With that, final one of campaign 1.
Oh my
Tony.
god.
How do you want to do this?
So when he makes the second slash with the shadow blade, his arms burst into blue flames, and then he throws the Shadow Blade up, and it turns into like a 12-foot flaming longsword, blue flaming longsword, and it makes one swipe down across his chest, and then it just impales him straight, like it, because the blade's flying in air, kind of like the same thing as Tempest Sword. So one strike across the chest, then it swivels back, and it just impales him straight through the chest.
About how large is this sword?
About 12 feet long.
So I'd say that's able to go through. As you see this sword impale him, and Xeos dips over as more of this bluish teal energy
Hey, Gavin.
leaks out of his mouth.
Can I say one more thing?
You can.
Can I flip my wrist for the gift of Gab and try and absorb some of his power into Relicanter's orb?
Wait, gift of Gab. That just lets you kind of.
Or not the gift of Gab, the wrist pocket.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And-
So, as he leans over, just as this teal energy continues to leak out of his mouth, he leans over, all four of his arms catching himself on the edge, as you see his body begin to get smaller and smaller before you see the form of someone that looks almost human. A human male in appearance, at least, with sort of dark tan skin, solid white hair, red eyes, as he kneels before you, looking strikingly similar to Ao. And this time when he coughs, it just leaves a puddle of blood. Thank you. As he struggles to speak, if I would have reached my full power, all would have been consumed. I allowed myself to give in to corruption and allowed my thirst for vengeance to skew my purpose. As he coughs again, leaving this just bluish ooze of blood on the ground. Tell my brother, I never meant for it to go this far. And to my successor, as his eyes sort of scan around, do better than me. Do not give in to avarice. Do not give in to hatred. While your purpose may be to destroy, your greater purpose is order. Never forget that. As he loses his last bit of strength, falls forward, pushing the sword even more through his chest before he lets out one last groan and falls flat onto the ground, eyes still wide open.
Is there any way I can absorb some of his power into Relicanter's orb?
How many sparks are present right now?
Just Velastrios's.
I got one.
Where'd you get a spark?
I got the thing that Celio gave me.
Did Celio get... Celio didn't give you a spark.
Are you sure you got it from Celiel, or did you get it from the guy's house in Thalassia?
Oh, I got that one too, yeah.
So, with
Wait,
his...
Celio gave you back the orb that she got from Paragon, right? The main one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dorian had that one. That was the main one that we got all
At the beginning of the
Witch
campaign.
Guys, the Prince of Primalty. That was the main one that we were carrying around.
Oh, well, then I still
And
have
then
the
you have-
one that I got from the guy's house, the empty one.
What was his name?
It was...
Yeah, the house that you burnt down. So
Van Moon was for...
you know, now that I think about it, Sean, in 2 different games you've burned down 2 different houses.
Yeah, you have burned down 2 houses.
I mean, as long as I'm keeping with the theme.
So, hold on, guys. I gotta do a change of music real quick.
Aaron's gonna float down and balance his back once again.
Shizuki's just gonna fly in like, man, I really was gonna hit him with a giant dildo and put him out of his misery.
And he's gonna take his 2 fingers and go over his eyes and close them.
Dude, I did not think about how powerful that ability is.
Yeah,
12
it's
12 and you crit on 18s.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised that
man.
you get to take the attack in the same turn that you summon it.
Yeah, it says you get to make 2 attacks.
What is it called?
Yeah,
again?
usually...
Blade of Disaster.
Usually things like that are like you use your action to summon it and then your bonus action to attack with it.
Yeah, I remember I was looking at it before because it
yeah,
even
it just-
specifically says it can go through a force
It
cage.
says, when you cast the spell, you can make 2 melee spell attacks with the blade.
Wow.
Yeah, and then at the end of the spell, it says the blade can harmlessly pass through any barrier, including a wall of force.
Hey, Brandon, by the way, I just got to point out, what did I say pre-session? I imagined the fight would end sometime around 9 or 9:30.
You
Okay.
did.
So let's get back to the orbs.
So as this last little bit of divine energy flows out, you see the majority of it just sort of disappears off into the abyss, as the amount of divine energy you had can't really be contained in the sparks that you have. But each of the 3 sparks, you see this teal energy float towards it before each one of them starts to rotate faster and faster, absorbing this energy before you see that these divine sparks, all 3 of them, sort of crystallize as various different sort of transparent, translucent spikes jut off of them as well into sort of like a pulsating like sapphire, but more of a tealish color than solid blue.
Velasquez will immediately wrist pocket his back into an alternate dimension. He'll figure out how to use it later.
Shizuki will lick his to see what it tastes like.
It tastes like rock.
It's pretty tasty, guys. It tastes like hot dogs.
What's a hot dog?
The world has hot dogs.
Dorian still
And
asks the
Aaron's
question.
going to.
It was invented by one Jeffrey Hot Dog, named after himself.
Never gave us those in the Dwarfenage. Must be a delicacy.
Aaron's going to. Does the sword dissipate?
I want to roll to see if he's
The
lying.
the sword.
As long as I concentrate on it, so I mean it's still there for a minute.
Oh, hey, yeah, can we loot the body?
Actually, Gavin, can
Here, let's go one at a time, guys.
Alright, yeah.
So
can I use my reaction, because Dorian is still the Threshold Guardian, can I use my reaction to capture his soul? And give him peace?
you can.
I will do that, and I will send him to the most neutral domain, not in the hells or anything like that, but the most neutral domain that I can, so that he can find peace.
That would be the Outlands.
Yep. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't send him there. Fucking Queen will probably kill him outright. But yeah,
Lady of Pain.
yeah, he'll send him there anyways.
Okay.
Aaron's going to pull the sword out of the chest.
Well, it's on fire, and it's not just any fire. It's
The entire sword, hilt and all.
it's a literal energy beam.
Gotcha.
It's not like it's an actual sword. It was like summoned by magic.
Yeah, it is a magical beam of fire.
Hey, Velasquez, can you cancel this real quick?
I don't know.
You can always just stop concentrating on it.
You see, the funny thing about the flames of Torel, they
Velasquez, I don't
Are
care
kind
about a
of-
history lesson. Can you just...
it's not a
Dismiss it.
history lesson. It's a art. Think of it as a lesson of the arcane. You know what? I don't have time to explain things to you that you do not understand. And then he snaps his fingers and the flames go away.
Thank you. Aaron's going to pick up the body. And
Well,
hold it.
if that is all, let's
Go
go
walk back towards the teleporter. With the body in his hand.
the portal.
I literally look around me as something just got cut. I was just sitting in Xeos and then see him get cut in half.
Oh my God! If I impaled Xeos, would I have impaled Phoenix too?
No, he was sort of around the lower part of his body, so no, not
Oh.
really.
Yeah.
You
And
stabbed him
plus,
through the
if you
chest.
cut him in half, it would have literally
Can he
like
at least take,
grazed
like-
by my.
Can he at least take like half of it?
No, I'm not going to make him do that.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Okay.
I burn through
So, like-
resistances, so unless you're immune,
Oh, you
So,
burned through this.
I want to make sure everybody does. Sean, you had something, right?
Sure, but I'm waiting for everybody else to kind of get done with their thing. What are we
Okay.
doing with the body?
He's taking it
It's in
back to Earth.
To
It's
do
currently in Aaron's hands.
to do what with?
Bury it.
I'm going to give it a proper burial. Hey, Paragon, do you mind,
Sure, I can just turn it
Doing
into
my
a chibi and like.
No, please. Let me bury. Please. For my sake. I could not save him. At least give me this.
Well,
Talking
fine.
A Viking burial, or are we talking like, what are we talking?
I will bury him the right way.
Is the portal that we came in still open?
It is.
All right, I will go and recollect Jimmy's Healy Dealy belt, and I will say a small prayer for Rip Jimmy.
Dorian gives out a battle cry, and he's like, "We still have a war to fight!" And then he takes off for the portal.
Okay.
Paragon's going to go over and heal Solomon,
Okay.
bringing him back up, and then Aaron is going to continue walking towards the portal with him.
I'm
on
gonna
top.
see if I can look over the edge and collect, like, I don't know, dark matter from this realm in like a file or something, a vial.
Velasquez
Shit,
will speak to Paragon. I don't think you want to do that. If you were to
You
fall,
mean Phoenix?
yeah. If you were to fall or even touch the dark essence, you will be absorbed into the Fall Realm, and FYI, the Fall Realm has its name for a reason, Phoenix.
Well, Velasquez, if you couldn't tell, I can fucking fly, so
yes,
I won't fall.
What will happen to you and your whole flying ability when you are absorbed by the darkness and led into madness?
Okay, it's
Phoenix.
not like I was gonna touch it. I was going to see if I can collect it in a glass. But I see your
Oh.
point, okay?
Oh yes, you're
So-
going to dip your hand into it with a glass vial.
What if I use the magic hand, huh?
I
What if I
will
use the
say
magic hand?
something, Phoenix. As you approach the edge and start to do that, a thought that surprises even you crosses your head when you literally think to yourself, I wonder if Velastrios' skin would make a good suit. Maybe I should test it.
Aaron just scream out, "Come on, Phoenix! We still have a battle to face.
You're right. But
We need your swords. Come on."
You're starting to imagine using the skin around his collarbone to make a tie.
Come on,
All right,
Phoenix.
all right,
let's
all
go.
right. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go. Let's go.
all right. Yep, I'm coming. All right.
So you guys are leaving?
Yeah, we're going through the portal.
Velasquez waits until everyone else is gone,
Okay.
and he'll back up. He'll walk up to the portal, and once everyone else is through, he'll look back into the void. I know you're out there, Hadar. I hope you enjoyed the show. And then he'll step through the portal.
Upon reaching the other side of the portal, for one, you notice it's nightfall for the first part. The Avatar of Tempest looks at the rest of you and says, "If my services are no longer required."
I mean, I'm just gonna say it under my breath because I got a good relation with Tempest. But like, what did he even do? Did he do something? Oh, okay.
He attacked him.
Yeah, he did like
He
punch
hit
out.
him, but he attacked.
Yeah.
If you could make sure the rest of the goons are gone, that'd be great.
He looks around. So, to paint the scene here for you guys, you see a desolate battlefield of piles of these bodies, of these strange alien-like creatures with yellow scales and spikes all over their body, as well as these insectoid praying mantis-looking creatures, these like ravenous zombie-looking creatures with no eyes, just stacked in piles. And immediately when you appear, you hear a shout as a member of the Dark Sons is running over. "High King! Lieutenant!" as
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like
that's me.
sprinting in your direction. And he gets there and he catches his breath. The commander's alive!
Wonderful.
Well, take me to him. Let's see how he is.
He hasn't woken yet. We found him on the outskirts of the city, on the outskirts of River Run. His armor completely gone. He's in one of the residences within the city. He hasn't woken up. As well as the rest of our troops who disappeared. They've all been located, and from what I understand, the reports have come in. Where have you been, by the way? The battle ended hours ago.
We were still finishing, Ra. Xeos is no more. As I'm gonna look down at the body. Now, excuse me.
No,
By the
Lieutenant,
way,
we
No, excuse me. As I'm going to walk to the center of the crater.
Okay.
Is there anybody around?
Not inside that crater.
Is there anybody around as I'm walking to it, like Dark Suns?
The occasional sparse person who's been collecting bodies and putting them in a pile, but they acknowledge you enough to...
Come with me.
Of course, Lieutenant. They salute and take formation behind you.
Dig a hole.
One of them asks, sir,
Don't ask
who-
questions. This is Xeos. This is his true body. And he will be buried right here.
but, sir, he
This,
nearly laid waste
this
to
is who he
Alarath.
This is who he was before the darkness overcome him. Before he became what he was. So, with this, as I know his soul's in a better place, he will get a proper burial, and there will be a stone monument built over top his grave, and it will not be touched. It will be there and be taken care of, even if I had to pay my own gold for it. Now dig.
I walk. Sorry. I finished. I'll let Aaron finish.
You could have walked up with him if Aaron would have let you.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to say something.
Oh, Aaron would have let anybody walk with him.
Yeah, no, I walk up with him, and as Aaron is finishing what he has to say, you finished?
Yep.
Okay, I look at him and I'm like, you do realize that this is one of the gods who created everything. Yes, he was eventually corrupted in his own way, but originally, if without him, you, me, everybody here wouldn't be a thing.
We will see to it at once, Lieutenant Black. Of course.
Thank you, Phoenix.
You will.
And Aaron's just gonna
As I
stand
walk
there and
off.
wait for them to dig the hole. He's
Are
gonna
we
place the
out
body
of
in the ground.
forms?
Okay. So this private is continuing to give you a report, Shizik, as he says the reports are coming in from across the globe. This happened everywhere. People disappeared and suddenly were found elsewhere. Their bodies reformed. What should we do, High King?
Check on.
Well,
I can send a message.
yeah, let's collect the people that we have, and we have to investigate this to see what status they're in.
If I may speak so, my lord,
Hmm?
I wish to take you to the commander.
That's what I said to begin with. So yes, let's do that. Also, where is the proprietor, Wilhelm?
He's around. He's back in the city.
Philia will make her way to go find Wilhelm.
Okay.
Shiziki, is there anybody you want me to send a message to? I can round up some people. I can cast it a couple times today.
Not for right now. Right now, I think we just need to find out what's going on.
Does it matter?
Aaron, you hear this private yell out to you, Lieutenant Black,
Yes.
I wish to take you to Commander Vanderlore.
After I bury the body.
Well, time's a wasting, and I'll grab this private, and I'll send out my
what?
wings.
Excuse me.
What? Yep.
You'll grab his private?
So,
What's up?
excuse me, the extra members here, can I speak with there's like 3 privates coming up?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that.
Could I speak with the 3 of you, for 1 second, please?
Of course. Who are you?
I am Velastrio, the Archmage, the last of the Magi, blah 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 blah. Anyways, he snaps his fingers and casts Modify Memory.
Oh. Okay. What are you... Can that affect multiple targets?
No, but I can cast it 3 times. In quick
Okay.
succession.
That's what, a wisdom save or an intelligence?
Yeah, can they make a wisdom save up to DC 23?
Yeah, I'm mainly just rolling to see if I get a nat 20. Yep, no nat 20s.
Okay.
How are
Velastrio,
you modifying their memory?
he's deleting the sight of Dorian from their mind, and he's replacing it with Shiziki looking super sad and crying and saying, Dorian's dead! And then he's giving a scroll to Dorian.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Dwarf, our agreement is finished. Here's your scroll that you asked for, and I hope to never see you again.
And what does Dorian say?
He just nods, reads the scroll.
And what does Velastrio say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I just like making people talk to themselves, so you know.
I'll just raise a quizzical brow. Something going on here, Dorian?
So immediately when you ask that, the 3 privates speak up and say, I'm sorry, High King Belrook, I didn't know, and I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Huh. I need a moment to compose myself. Would you please excuse me?
When you look back, Dorian.
Of course, High King. We will be waiting right here for you whenever it is you need us.
Alright, when I look back, Dorian's what?
Gone.
Huh. I suppose you know about that, don't you, Velastros?
Deals and secrets, O High King of the Hidden Ones.
Well, fair enough. I'm sure he has his reasons, but it would have been nice to be able to say goodbye at least. But everyone's got their own choices to make.
As far as everyone knows, Dorian Stormbringer died in the battle with Xeos.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to share why he wanted that.
That was not a question that I asked.
It doesn't matter if you asked it or not. I asked you if you knew.
I do not presume on hypotheticals,
Well,
nor do I linger on them.
at least I know he's got a house. Well, you don't need to worry about that.
Oh, yes, the house. And Velastros will pull out the piece of paper and he'll hand it back to Shiziki. As you can see, I officiated it. I am an officiant, as being the last of the Magi, and Dorian has transferred over property ship over to Philia.
I'll take the paperwork. Interesting. Certainly. I'll make sure she gets this.
Yes, and as for my part of the bargain, well, let's just say I too am satisfied.
Fair enough. Blasters, I don't know if we ever really understood each other, but I hope in the future we can rely on each other if need be.
You have 3 days to meet me at my tower, and from there you will assist me with the rest of the part of our bargain.
3 days.
3 days. That should give you enough time to handle your high kingness.
Sure. I've got a few other things to wrap up, but I'm sure in 3 days I should be able to make it work.
So, Aaron, at about this time, the hole has been dug.
I'm gonna float down in, lay the body in, bury it, and begin the preparations. Phoenix, we should probably go see Commander Valinor.
I do agree, but I want to do something real quick.
And that is...
As I go up to some of the piles of bodies and burn them, because I'm a pyro.
Okay.
Yeah, I just start burning them just because I want to.
How are you burning them?
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking use a spell because I have a spell slot. So like, why the fuck not?
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna get stopped. Are you burning Dark Suns members?
No,
No,
I'm burning
enemy
dead
bodies.
bodies.
Okay, yeah, anyways, you just said burning bodies. I didn't know. There's
Okay.
bodies from
I'm
both
burning
sides.
the
I'm
pile, the people that have been piled up and that are like enemy and they're dead.
assuming. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using range.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, you got one pile with that. There are hundreds upon
Yeah, I
thousands
know.
of these piles. Okay.
I know. I never like
Come on,
said I
Tim.
was burning them all. I just said I was burning them.
Okay.
And Aaron is then going to kind of shake his head and solemnly walk, following the
Yeah,
path.
so I just use burning hands.
Okay. So you're able to torch a pile of bodies as it crackles in the smell of burning
it's a
flesh.
15-foot cone.
This is a big old pile.
Okay, fine. Then I guess I just burn one, and then I walk off to go see. Just cause I wanted to burn it, all right? You know,
So-
the Dutch, like,
I'm gonna make this very visible when the private points me the direction of wherever Vanilor is. I'm gonna straighten my crown, prestidigitation, get myself all nice and spiffified. I will change my clothing for the knee and make it where I'm a little bit more regal looking and in full adornment. And then I will put up my wings and I will fly so everybody can see High King Shiziki flying across to go over to the Commander Vanilor.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely recognized on the way. Every time a soldier sees you, they salute, especially members of the Dark Suns, but you get a salute from everybody. But just a little bit more oomph from the Dark Suns. Every time they do, it's in this typical Dark Sun salute with the fist against the chest and a every time they see you.
But Gavin, do they pay him compliments and get healed for it?
No, they do not.
Oh, well, then
Unless he considers that to be a compliment.
I mean, I'd say the ones that look pretty worn off and like pretty on death's door, all of a sudden they like look at me and, you know, with adornment in their eyes, and all of a sudden they feel better.
that's a morale booster right there. When you feel better,
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron's still just going to be walking through, even if they're saluting him, solemnly walking through, head kind of low, his wings are kind of down.
is
Okay.
there a body of a giant T-Rex?
No, there is not a body of a giant T-Rex.
Damn it. Whatever. Fuck this game.
So you're led to this tent and house actually. This looks like it was just somebody's house that had been sort of requisitioned. And they open the door for you to walk on through. And you see Commander Vandalore laying in bed. Not a scratch on him. But he's just not waking up. He looks
No, no, I'm sorry.
alive.
But I'm gonna do it stealthily with my hand. I'm just gonna kind of put a dart in it stealthily, put my hand on his chest, and inject him. With
Nothing
adrenaline.
really happens. At least not right away.
Uh-oh.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can.
Okay.
Ow.
Are we still in our forms or no?
No.
No? Okay. So these are all just straight rolls. It's my Arcana check. You get your face out of here with a 38.
So, I'll say it's a bit beyond you, Aaron, but Velastrios, this perplexes you. There's clearly something extra normal to his body, but and this is the part that you can't wrap your head around, because in the entire material plane, there's a ton of unnatural, unexplainable things that defy scientific law, defy the laws of existence, but it's all explained by magic. Everything is magic, from the lowliest spell to a dragon's breath attack. Everything, to some degree, can be explained by magic. You sense no magic there, but you sense something else. And the reason that perplexes you so much is that it should be magic. You can't contemplate why it wouldn't be, but you detect no magic coming from his body at all. Which is the first in your 1,000+ years of existence that has ever been the case.
Yes. Well, this is quite intriguing.
So he has no magical essence about his body.
None.
Like, not even. So I would assume that even if you wanted to, he couldn't use magic.
Not necessarily that, just you imagine he probably still could, but there's nothing magical to explain his condition right now. Despite the fact that, from your understanding, there's no rational explanation to explain how he could disappear like that and then reappear and magic not be to blame.
So it seems that he is in nullify stasis. That is, do any of you know what that means?
I mean, I do, but if you could go ahead and just say it for everybody else.
Oh my god. I cannot believe that. Anyways, nullify stasis is where their entire being is shunted from reality for quite a while due to a magical means, and they are brought back into existence. It is quite complex and very, how do I put this in words for you, Shiziki and Aaron? It is arcanian in nature.
Yes,
If you were
Arcanian in
not
nature.
made,
Yes.
You had your own powers and did not bum them from a god, then you would know
I did not
these
bum
things.
mine from a god. Thank you.
Yeah, sure you do.
Would I know it through my Arcana check?
No, get out of here.
No,
Let
not
him shine.
really.
Nullify stasis is a very rare thing.
So, right about this point, it grabs your attention as you're listening to this riveting description from Velastrios, as you hear a "Ah! Ah!" and suddenly just this red burst of energy, like this bubble, just flies as he rights himself, and you see like every object in the room just starts floating in the air. As I need all of you to make strength saving throws.
Oh, what? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna use my contingency and teleport out of the room.
That's not what the condition was for. You had to be falling.
That's another nat 20.
Oh my god.
What is up with you and rolling that fucking 20s?
Aaron, if you could make one.
I gotta see if my strength is supposed to be how long my strength stays at 23 for, because I took a potion of frost giant strength. Is that for an hour or a
Not
minute?
letting me roll any dice. There it goes. 6 and Paragon got a 22.
It's for an hour, probably.
So
for 1 hour, yeah, so it's still up.
Velastrios and Aaron, suddenly with this, you find yourself flung back against the wall of the house as you slam into the wall, like knock a picture frame off. Another, like Aaron, you slam into a mirror which falls to the ground and shatters. As you look at Commander Vandalore, and various objects are just floating in his immediate vicinity as he looks at himself with his hands glowing red. What happened to me?
You see, I thought it was nullifistasis, but it's actually psionification.
Uh-huh. Mhm,
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, that's what
I'm
you
gonna
thought.
need you to make a
last year.
deception check.
Yeah.
Obvious now that he was completely suffering. It's very closely related between the two. Psionicosis is very rare, and nullifistasis is also rare. They are very confused between the two, and I missed a variable.
You hear him start to say, High King, what happened to me?
I'm not really sure. You had a bunch of red beams go into you along with a bunch of other people. Then later, apparently, you were teleported and put unconscious. The same thing with a number of other people. We're still looking into it, though, to figure out what it might be.
Don't mean a negative Nancy, but psionicosis is very dangerous. So if y'all would not mind, and then he rubs his hands together, and then blows his hands apart and creates an anti-magic field.
It doesn't do anything. The anti-magic field, you still see these objects just floating in the air as he begins to, I guess, try to come to grips with what he's even doing. As you see, like, a coin float over to him off the shelf, and he's just hovering it above his hand as it just sort of goes in between one finger, in between another finger, in between another finger, in between another.
Velasquez pulls out his tome book and a quill, and the quill just starts writing for him.
I see.
Psionicosis.
Aaron's
Understand.
just gonna kind of slide down the wall and just sit there.
I look at his hands, and I just want to try something, and I put my hand up to like give him a high five. Does he high five me back?
No, he doesn't.
Damn it!
That's sort of giving a high five is sort of the last of his concerns right now.
I just keep it there until he like either says no or like acknowledges it.
He looks at you, Velasquez, and says, I believe you are a practitioner of the arcane. What is this?
It is most definitely not a mycosis.
I look over at Velasquez and I'm like, damn, you're sure wrong today, aren't you?
No, it seems to be some type of...
Say something else. Big ass you.
He
Again.
Yes,
He looks over at you,
in the
Aaron.
power of not telepathy, but this is interesting. I must refer to the books. So you have some levitation abilities. Let's check. Okay. Can you move the coin away from you? Like, throw it at one of these idiots.
He focuses, and it's all new to him, but he manages to move the coin to another part of the room, and when he tenses his hand up to try, you just see it's just like flipping a coin. It just sort of bends in two and flies off in some random direction in the room.
Right, you focus.
Yes, that makes
And
Hey!
just focus,
Velasquez, tell him to give me a high five.
or not.
How
Come on.
Phoenix,
see.
a little bit more
Definitely have some
professionality,
form of
please.
Sergeant, reel it in, he says.
Okay. Damn it.
It's definitely some form of...
Put my hand down.
So,
Commander.
Yes, Lieutenant.
hold on, this is a breakthrough.
Shut up. Velasquez.
Listen to me, Commander. Can you pick up
God damn it.
somebody? Pick up Aaron.
He touches me, I will kill you.
Oh,
No.
no!
Pick up
Don't
me.
pick him up. Don't pick him up physically. Pick him up with your mind. Think of
Pick
Aaron.
up me. Pick up me.
Imagine you're
God.
lifting him yourself, but from the other side of the room with your brain.
Commander, I would not recommend that.
Look, for now, we need to delegate.
Yes, delegate
Lieutenant.
priorities, which is what
Lieutenant,
you
I am not concerned about myself at the moment. Lieutenant, there are many troops who disappeared at the same moment that I did. I caught it with my last glimpse. Check on the troops, make sure they are okay. Make any necessary preparations that you need to. Alert their families. Do what you have to do.
I will look over at Aaron.
We'll stand
Aaron.
and walk out the room.
Shiziki, you're still a member of the Black Suns, correct? And you're a major, are you not?
Unfortunately, Shiziki has recently left his contract. For
Oh.
better things.
So Aaron is the highest commanding officer in this room.
There's not. He's not in the room anymore.
He's in the doorway.
Oh.
Aaron, your commander is unfit for command, so I guess it would be you next. Or did you not pick a successor there, Commander
Vanillor?
VV, as they all call you?
My successor for the moment is the highest ranking member in the room. That makes you Aaron Black. For the time being, you are the commander of the Dark Suns.
Yes, do not worry about VV here. Him and I have some... we will
Commander Vandalore.
Yes, but everybody calls you VV, so I think it's kind of irrelevant to give you an
He looks at you, Lieutenant. Oh. He looks at you, Aaron.
Man, Commander, listen, I'll explain when you're well again. As of now, I must take me being commander to heart and make sure all of our troops are taken care of.
As
Sorry.
you were.
Let's go.
Now, VV, if you couldn't...
Phoenix.
Come on, please, shut the door with your brain. Just imagine the door closing.
I guess I go with Aaron.
Okay. And he does it, and at first the door starts to close, but then it just slams shut and wood splinters everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
showering the entire room with shards of wood.
Yes, okay, alright. Shiziki, I know exactly what this is.
Oh, okay. This time? Alright, yeah, let's hear it.
Yes. Well, he has displayed multiple uses of levitations and telekinesis, and then Velastro stops and looks at Vivi and just stares at him. He is not responding to, telepathic communication, so he definitely does not have that.
I think I already know what's going on.
Yes, he has psionic abilities. I was thinking the exact same thing. Wait, what were you thinking? You weren't thinking the same thing I was thinking.
No,
It's
of course not. I was thinking it's time for lunch.
You know, I was just thinking, what is the dumbest thing Shiziki could say to me next? And that was number 2. I thought of 7,000 different things, and that was number 2 on the list. The
Commander,
next thing was number 1 was you were going to ask where Jubilee was.
I don't
Well-
know a Jubilee.
Your T-Rex.
Oh, Jumbaloo!
Jumbaloo.
You know,
yes.
that's a good thing. I'm gonna go find Jumbaloo. Commander? Get better.
Hi, King.
Just make sure you take care of yourself. I'm going to take care of a few things and look into some stuff and see how far the threat of Xeos' influence still remains, even after all this.
Yes, Commander, get well soon, please. Shiziki, may I speak with you outside?
By all means.
So, when you step outside, the first thing that you notice is you see a humanoid looking figure, pale skin, dark hair, floating up in the sky. When suddenly he puts his knees to his elbows, sort of curls up, and with a rising as looks like he's about to detonate, and when he does, you see this humanoid figure dissipate into this white light that starts to cover the entire skyline, almost like a bubble that is progressively beginning to cover the entirety of the world, like it's drawing a circle. When suddenly you all feel a large gust of wind, all coming from the same direction as the ground starts to shake.
See, this is what I was afraid of. I would suggest that your first order as High King is to exterminate all those infected with cyanocosis.
Well, it looks like they're kind of taking care of themselves from that thing. I mean, the dude literally just
That
turned himself into
was
fireworks.
that was Ao.
Okay.
Yes, I still stand corrected. Never mind that. I don't know what that's all about.
happened
really.
yet?
But
No, but
That's what's going on right now.
with basically a gust of wind that's blowing in the same direction in the earthquake, you can imagine your world is moving at the moment.
Even though we can't feel it.
You can feel it in the form of wind in an earthquake.
Yeah, but we can't legitimately feel the ground moving.
Yes, I would suggest we make it high priority to find those with cyanocosis and go ahead and exterminate them. It's an infection that's only going to spread the longer they stay alive.
Yeah, I can't really do that until I know who's actually infected.
It's almost like a mycosis, which is a fungal disease. So it's almost the same. I mean, think about it. Politicians being corrupted by having telepaths enter into the brain like a mind flare. Do you want more mind flares in your kingdom, High King?
I can't say that I do, but I can say that if I can find people like this that'll work for me, could go into my favor.
And then they can read your thoughts. And then they'll know your secrets. And then they'll know all of the hidden ones.
Unfortunately, they cannot know my thoughts.
Oh, but what about your dear uncle? Or how about all those others that you put in power somewhere else? All the ones that were at the reception the other day, the meeting?
Sure,
Think
sure.
about them being seen for who they are. What if not only do they have telekinesis and telepathic powers, but they also have forebearing and foresight, and they can see?
The problem with it is, how are we going to be able to tell who has these abilities and who doesn't?
Easy. Give me like 20 years, and I can replicate the... Oh, I can replicate in some type of device with Aaron's help, maybe. I can, or that little gnome girl. I can devise some type of goggles or something.
Sure, in 20 years.
Or you can just see when people use psionic abilities, and then you can just cut them down in the streets. I don't see why you're missing the point here, Shizuki. I don't understand why this conversation has continued on longer than it has.
No, I understand your point, and you definitely have some weight behind your words. It's just hard to say, alright, let's execute all these people as my first order as High King. I don't think it's going to do the greatest for morale.
Why not? I don't think you're going to be High King for very long.
Well, I'm still going to be a king.
Yeah, you'll be the first and probably the last.
Well,
You execute, but the world will be safer. Though you won't be king anymore. Probably they'll probably try to sentence you to death, but then you'll leave and then just change your form again. Maybe
how about we do this? Last Xeos, you handle your business. I will go ahead and gather the council to go ahead and make whatever rulings we need to about this.
Or we can send them all to the Tower of Magi, and you can just let's call it an extradition. You can send them to the Tower of Magi. I can do all the dirty work. I have simulacrums that will do the dirty work. I won't actually do anything. And then they won't be a problem for you. You can technically just push them on the grounds, and the tower itself will kill them.
I'm going to hold off on that, but...
Keep it on a note.
Yeah, that's... I like where your head's at, but I'm going to say not mass murder of all the rulers of the world.
No. Not mass murder of the rulers of the world. I'm saying of those infected by this disease.
Please do.
let me go into the group of all the people together, and let's go ahead and come up with a game plan.
Yes, I wonder about how many of them have some type of explosive psionicosis.
So, I will alert to bring together the council.
And I am gonna go find members of the Dark Sun and rally everybody up.
And Velasquez will start writing down names.
Mr. Gavin, where'd you go?
Gavin! Gavin! Gavin.
I think he's at the point where he can't unmute himself again, like he did the last time.
That's okay. We can probably go on for another 20 minutes with Velasquez and Suzuki talking about genocide.
Uh-huh.
Of all people. Of the almost the entire human race. Or not even human, everybody.
Sorry, I was listening to you guys on my phone, but I really had to use the bathroom, so I sneaked off to do that.
Uh-huh. Well, unless anybody else has anything else to do, I'm gathering the council to have a meeting with the council. Super fast, super quick.
Got it, 3 hours.
I will also find Jumbaloo along the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go rally up the members of the Dark Sun.
Gavin, I'm coining the term for campaign 2 of psionicosis.
Psionicosis.
Actually, you know what? I'll say
right
that since Kevin's not there, I will talk to Aaron real quick.
I'm here. I am here.
Yeah, well, I'm
But
talking
you
to
can
Aaron
still
real
talk
quick.
to Aaron. That's fine.
Aaron,
Yes.
so I guess congratulations on your Insta promotion, moving up the ranks even faster than I did.
Obviously.
All right. Well, I trust that you'll make sure that the Dark Suns are taken care of. I'm going to have to handle everything as High King, and I might have to leave for a bit to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. So,
Well,
So if
I
he
will
moved up,
handle
does
them.
that mean I moved up since?
It was a temporary promotion.
Yeah, but
VP
since he has a temporary
right
promotion,
now
does
he's
that
a
mean I have a
substitute teacher,
temporary
man. It's
promotion?
not like everybody got promoted along the way.
I know,
Yeah.
but if the line was to him to die, I'm not saying he is.
it's not how-
If
that's
it
not
was,
how the
I would
rule-
be the one to.
No, it's just like military ranks. So if a commander in the
Exactly.
military dies, they don't just jump up rank. That's not how that works.
Anyway, we can talk about that later. Aaron,
Yes.
so I may have to be gone for some time to handle everything, but I will trust you to make sure that the Dark Suns are all taken care of.
I will make sure they're taken care of.
All right.
Don't worry.
Well, if I don't see you again soon, don't die. And
I
we'll
won't.
handle this another time, and I'll hold out my hand to give him a handshake.
I shake his hand.
And I siphon his health out. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Aaron, you suddenly you hear a voice in your head, and it's Gwen, and she says to you, "Aaron, are you there?"
Is
Yes,
it Gwen or
I'm
Claresi?
here.
It's Gwen.
All right.
Yes,
She says-
Gwen, I'm here.
Genzo, he disappeared. I found him, but he's not waking up.
Don't worry about Genzo. Where are you?
I'm in Primralty.
Okay. I need you to make sure nobody is around him. Watch him. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna have some weird abilities. Commander Vivi just said that as well.
Psionicosis. It's
He
psionicosis.
put me into command of the Dark Suns. When he wakes up, tell him to come find me. Tell him what Commander Vandalor has done. And tell him he needs to find me immediately. And do not try to push himself.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna wake up, right?
Yes, and if there's any others that are the same way, they need to come my way as well.
This happened everywhere. People
Put
all
out
over
the word for
disappeared.
me. Help me put out the word. Tell them to find Aaron Black. Tell them to find me. I will make sure this is going to be very hard for a lot of people, but I will help them get through this. Just send them to me. Tell them that there's a warehouse.
So
They will know.
you're gonna help him, right?
I'm going to help everyone I can.
Thank you. I'll wait with him until he wakes up.
As I was saying, Shizuki, there is a gorge back there. And
Oh my
I
God,
think that
Tony,
if we
shut
were
up.
to round up everybody and put them in the gorge, I could probably smother them
Tony!
all in one spell. Just one spell. That's all it takes, Shizuki.
Gavin. Control Tony, please.
Yeah, I want to be High King, not Fuhrer. So let's avoid the concentration camps and all that if we can.
Why would we have camps
Sorry,
when
don't
we
wanna
can
be
just
Hitler.
burn them all? That camp sound expensive. You would have to feed them and put up.
So I'm gonna go find Jumbaloo.
I'm just gonna be on Shizuki's heels the whole way.
So, Shizuki, you do find Jumbaloo, but it looks like in the fight his horseshoes got destroyed, but he's floating anyway. As you see Jumbaloo with a red aura around himself, just floating around as you see him look over as this deer carcass just lifts up off the ground and flies towards his mouth.
Oh, that's a problem.
I run up and give him a big hug. Does he look like he's hurt at all?
No, he doesn't look like he's hurt.
Oh, that's my buddy boy. That's my buddy boy.
That's a big problem.
I hop onto Jumbaloo. Let's see if we can do this, buddy. Fly away, Jumbaloo.
Boing, as this red bubble forms around him as he just flies into the air. And this is the part that you what?
Cast reverse gravity.
You cast reverse gravity?
I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. So as he flies up into the air, and then suddenly when he starts to fly, the rest of you hear a sonic boom. Just a and Jumbaloo's not there anymore. Shizuki, you're in Angaria.
Well, that was nifty. You think you can take us back, buddy?
You're in Gilstead now.
Not quite back, but can we try this again?
Finally, the rest of you, a couple minutes later, by the way, you went everywhere in Alarath before finally arriving back in Riverrun, as the rest of you hear a sonic boom again.
Now that is impressive. We still didn't fly. We just teleported. Can we float? Let's see if we can try and just float. Just
No.
easy, buddy. Easy.
You
float
didn't
up the air.
teleport. You actually flew.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna get ready for bed here soon, so can I finish up my shit and then go?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so I'm gonna round up Dark Suns members.
Okay.
And as on my way, I'm actually going to use the amulet and call for Claresi.
You reach her. Aaron, what's going on?
We're surviving, and the worlds are colliding.
There's a gust of wind.
Yep, just let it happen. It's okay. So me and your world are about to collide.
That sounds problematic.
No, just a little earthquake. It'll be okay. AO is gonna help us. But we'll be able to be one world again. And it'll be easy for me to come see you. And
Just
give you a proper proposal.
oh, she says.
Yeah, because, proposing to you before I could have possibly died was probably the bad choice.
Just be safe. There's a lot happening right now.
Are people turning red bubble things and exploding and moving shit?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that happening in Alarath too?
Yes. As soon as the worlds collide, send everyone to me.
Where will we find you?
I will make sure you find me. There will be a signal. There will be a way. I will send somebody to you.
Okay.
Send them when I send my person. Send them to me. I'm going to help them all in every way I can. I'll have a lot of my hands, but it'll get done.
We're Solidarity, which you remember is the name of her group. We're being deployed for damage control as we speak. So I actually have to go, but I'll see you soon.
Be safe. I have an entire group to lead. We're probably going to be on damage control ourselves.
Be safe, Aaron, and I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon. All right, me and Phoenix are now gathering up all the 7 deadly sins. Or not 7 deadly sins, but the
Oh, you're able to find their encampment.
brothers.
They stand up
here.
and salute. Lieutenant.
At this current moment, Commander
Vandalore.
Commander Vandalore has put me in charge as commander.
You hear whispers and murmurs throughout the crowd of members of Dark Sun's members.
If you do not like that, if you have anything against it, please step forward.
None of them step forward.
Good.
Could
Because I would hate to have to disband you. Because this is no matter how far and how fast someone joins the ranks, they have earned it. So no more whispers of this minuscule of who gets what rank.
I kind of look over to Aaron. Maybe they're kind of curious about their commander.
That's probably true. Commander Vivi is okay. He is currently going through something that not even I can explain yet. But he will be alright. For now, we must help everyone else. Make sure...
You see somebody with a sergeant insignia step forward. Just give us your orders, Commander.
Good. I need you to all join in groups. Burn the evil dead. Collect
Good
our
movie.
own. And make sure everyone is taken care of. The more of you
So-
help this, the better.
Sergeant Janeth reporting, sir. I will see
Yeah.
that it is done.
Thank you. Alright, go men. And no one except for you two. And he's gonna point at a sergeant and a lieutenant.
Well, there's no other lieutenant there. You're the highest ranking person there.
Alright, then I'm just gonna point at 2 sergeants. You two. Guard Vivi, make sure he's alright. Just don't go in without knocking first.
Technically, they can't knock because the door was
Door's
shattered into pieces. Door's gone.
Just be
Hang a
careful with the
curtain.
door,
Hang a curtain.
but make sure he is taken care of. He shouldn't leave just yet.
We will guard him with our life. They start to say lieutenant and correct themselves. Acting commander.
Thank you. Now, go. As for us, Phoenix, we should probably find the others and make sure the wizard isn't trying to kill anybody.
Yes, and I would like to find Pyro too.
I'm sure you can whistle, and he will come to you.
Yeah, give a good loud whistle.
Oh, that was in my ear.
So
It'd be
after
alright.
you
Hi, Commander.
So you whistle, and he does come to you. You find that Pyro is. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell whether they're unscathed or not because he's made of fire, but he's alive. He comes to you. He
That's
seems
good.
to be healthy and good.
It's
So.
all good. I hop on his back and follow Aaron.
Okay.
We're gonna
Is
kinda farm the
Paragon
others
anywhere
and-
around us?
Yeah, Paragon didn't follow them. He's still with Commander with BB. He stayed in the room with BB.
And Solomon.
Oh, Solomon followed Aaron.
Oh, okay. Or that.
So
I'll tell you this: unless I say otherwise, Solomon follows Aaron, and he does barrel rolls apparently.
And he does barrel rolls.
is there a camp for the Brothers of Shield and Light?
There is.
Blasios will go.
All right, I'm out.
All right,
As
man.
you're doing barrel rolls.
You're gonna find the Brotherhood of Shield and Light camp.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find it.
And can I find the Prior or Duncan's tent?
You find Duncan's tent. The Grand Prior, you're not able to locate.
Hello, Grand Knight.
You're the Archmage. Yes, Archmage Verlastrios.
That would be I, and I will take a bow. And you are the Grand Knight of the Brotherhood of Shield and Light, are you not?
That would be correct. How may I be of assistance, Archmage?
I was actually looking for Griffin. Him and I are old acquaintances. Very old friends.
He is resting near the back of the encampment. Shall I take you to him?
Yes, and I would like to speak to you on the way, please.
Of course.
He must have done well in the fight.
He mainly provided support, but yes, indeed.
He
The
was-
fight was successful, and casualties surprisingly were minimal. We did lose a few, and the sacrifices, of course, will always be remembered. But
Yes. Sacrifices. I wish to inform you that one of your own has... How do I put this in terms that... I will tell you once we reach Griffin, of course.
he says he didn't exactly leave it that hard to interpret. He looks at you and says, Stormbringer didn't. No. That can't
No.
be.
No, he did not. But I will tell you once we get to Griffin.
Heaves a sigh of relief. Of course.
But also, yes.
Stop
To
playing
Griffin,
with their emotions.
Is Stormbringer alive or not?
That's a good question. Once we get...
Answer me, Archmage.
Once we... Oh. I do see where Dorian gets his fiery prowess. To Griffin first, I must...
But
make
Bahamut's
sure
bane,
you're
fine.
interrupted. Or seen.
He takes off in a quick walk.
I casually walk behind him.
After a couple minutes of uncomfortable silence, he... Here. Prior Griffin's tent. Is young Stormbringer alive or not?
Once, I'll just walk inside.
Velostrios, tell me the young Stormbringer still
hold
lives.
I'll hold up a finger to my mouth, and I'll stab my staff into the ground, and I'll just whisper, Privatores Sanctum. And then let the aura fall over the inside of the tent.
He repeats the question again with a bit of desperation. Tell me young Stormbringer still lives.
There was an agreement between me and Dorian. He wanted to not survive the battle through common knowledge. He said that
in the absence of his god, blah blah blah, religion stuff, there needs to be a new warden of the realm. So, he says that Dorian Stormbringer, as far as everyone else knows, is deceased. The 7 deadly sins, and you two, are the only ones who know. And he hopes that you will all take it to your grave.
Grand Knight speaks up and says, "That fool.
Oh,
If that is what he wishes."
he says that he will meet the prior again on. Let me see if I can get this verbatim. I will meet the prior. Tell the prior that I will meet him again soon before the old man passes. Do not say that exactly. You know the words to use. Tell the old knight that our championship rematch is till further date. I think those were his exact words.
That snide bastard. Dorian has always walked his own path. A strong shield. A strong doom guide. He will be missed. And if you can get a message to him for me, that I wish him the best in all of his endeavors.
Unfortunately, I can't. Dorian has... I do not possess the means to send messages willingly. And he has acquired magical items where people cannot find him or send him messages if he does not so choose.
I see. The Grand Prior speaks up and says, Dorian Stormbringer has always possessed a drive and a wisdom about him. I have no doubt that there are still great things left for that dwarf. And he was always a fine man.
Yes, I just figured that I would be the one to bring you this news, since I'm the one that struck a deal with him, and he has fulfilled my end of the bargain very well.
Very well. And Philastrios, I wish to spend the remainder of my days surrounded by friends, so do please, with this conflict concluded, I do hope you will still visit.
You do know that I can extend your life. I have mastered several ways to do this.
I do not wish for it. I have lived for 650 years. I know that is not enough for you, but that is quite enough for me.
Well, I will say you were a little bit older than I was when we first met. By 100 years or so. But if
Wait, how is that possible? You're over 1,000.
Yeah, but when I first met him, I was 550.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Read the
Of
backstory,
course.
Gavin. Jeez. Again, I know it's 9 pages, but dude.
I have read it, but yes, it's 9 pages.
Well, I must find the High King. We do have a problem with cyanocosis being spawned around. So if you see someone using some type of telepathic or telepathy or telekinesis powers, it's the cyanocosis. Make sure you tell others about cyanocosis.
Cyanocosis.
Cosis.
Philastrios, I have never heard you use that word before. Ever.
Well, that's because it's unspoken. It's only ever happened once or twice in the past 1,000 years.
I see. Okay, I will keep an eye out for this, whatever you called it.
Cyanocosis. Say it with me.
Ah.
Cyanocosis.
Cyanocosis. Spanakopita, whatever.
Psionic Cosis. Psionic Cosis. I was like, just stare at both of them. Psionic Cosis.
Right. Do take care of yourself, Lastrios. Till next time we meet.
I will be there when you take your last breath, Grand Prior. No, Duncan, that is not a threat. Good day, and I will leave.
He was already starting to like reach for his sword. Like you saw like a little twitch of his hand, but okay. So, did anybody have anything else?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Yeah, we'll do your thing.
I've been trying to quickly, because I've been doing all this fast. I know it's been taking a while for everybody off on side conversations, but get the leaders of the warfront together, the council, everybody from the summit, basically.
Okay. So you're just kind of putting the word out that you want to do that. So after about half an hour, eventually, that's enough time for word to reach the various commanders and then make their way there. So you now have another council of the kings and queens of Alarath.
Alright, everyone, let it be known. We've won this war, but there will be changes coming. It looks like we're going to be merging together. And, as we've seen from these red lights and things shooting around, apparently there's people with psychic abilities. So even though Xeos is dead, his influence still remains around and is causing any type of threatening danger.
Psionic Cosis.
I've heard something called Cyanocosis being thrown around.
Cosis.
Yeah, I said what I said. But it just still remains, even though Xeos is no longer alive, his influence is still something that could be threatening to the kingdoms. So, we need to gather, or at least watch these people, and see what exactly the results of their abilities are. So, I need to travel to handle some other businesses to make sure that we can try and minimize as much as Xeos' influence onto this world is going to come. But
Kingo Shaka speaks up and says, "Do we know of anybody who has gained these abilities?"
Well, the commander of the Dark Suns has.
I see.
Apparently quite a few others. It seems it's happening everywhere, all across, on different continents. I've heard that we might need to try and contain these people, but I don't know how we would be able to do that with them being so spread so vast everywhere. So, we need to find some people, find out what they're going to be capable of, and what this potential threat may be, and how to deal with it.
And assuming these individuals pose no threat, they just are left with these lingering abilities, what do you suppose we do with them then?
Then we teach them. We have to make sure that this can be policed one way or the other. We can't just... this is a world where the people have all sorts of magical abilities. This is one other set of abilities. Just like we don't take anybody from the Arcanum and we try and eliminate them. We have a means of policing them, of keeping them under control. We'll have to do the same thing here.
So, you see King Onidrel speak up and says, "So these magical abilities that they possess..."
I didn't say magical.
Well, everything is magic.
Apparently this is not.
It is a form of Psionicosis. It is psionic abilities. Hence the
I
phrase.
swear to God, if I have to listen to you say Cyanocosis one more time tonight. We get it! That thing you said. Alright.
I didn't mind it, personally, but...
It's not easy to just say. It's got to, well, it's actually got to be the thing with the blah, blah, blah. Oh, God, I get it, Valastrios. You run on sentences. My Jesus. Alright, anyway.
Is that
Take your pick. Anyway.
Is that Shiziki or Sean?
Oh. Modified memory, you didn't hear any of that.
Gift of gab.
Whatever. I don't have either one of those.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a psychosomatic component thing. Sure. Whatever Velasquez is calling it.
It's you. You know what? Does everyone here understand what the words that I said?
All right, wait. Are you at this summit, Philastrios?
Yeah, I mean, I would have accompanied if they would have came and got Grand Knight. I would have went. If he's there, I'm there. 'Cause
Okay,
Grand
then.
Knight.
Yeah. Okay. I've been going along this whole thing thinking you weren't there, but I guess you are.
Well,
So
would
yeah,
they-
you're free to speak.
Would they have brought the Grand Knight or no?
He is part of the council, so yes.
Okay.
So Governor Highmark speaks up and says, "High King, if I might interject, these people, how do I say this? They remind me much of a similar circumstance that once occurred in my own city. In fact, your 7 Deadly Sins was instrumental in helping that with that effort. These people, anytime you have individuals that escape understanding, there will be prejudice. These people need to be protected. They need to be defended. I wish to assist with that in any way that I can."
Alright. Either way, anyone that has new abilities is going to need to be trained, educated, and it's also going to help us be able to understand them to try and minimize that prejudice. If we're going to have new people come in, we can find better ways to utilize them to help with a community, but again, they're going to need to be recognized in one form or fashion and taught how to not use their abilities recklessly or in illegitimate or just illicit ways. So, we know what we're looking for. Let's gather them up. Let's find out who's who on this list of people. Try and register them in however way we can. If we need to protect them, so be it, but we need to go ahead and get these people under one umbrella.
The Archdruidess speaks up and says, "I will immediately return to Burkwood, and I will have my rangers scour the forest. I will have them visit Trifliticusville as well, just in case any of the halflings exhibited such abilities. I think it would be wise for each of us to delegate the responsibilities to our respective kingdoms for gathering up these individuals. Of course, with the High King being in charge of this delegation. But you can count on the Terran Concordance to assist you in any way that you need with these efforts."
Well, I like this council. I like the way that we're all thinking and going about this. And as I said, as long as we are still having to continue with whatever influences Xeos is set in motion and the threats they have to all of our respective kingdoms, we can work through this together. Dismissed.
So Desmond says, "Just if I could have a word."
Yep,
Well,
sure.
Well, after you say dismiss, he just says, "No, you said dismissed," but he comes up and he says, "Yeah, I know that, but there's still the official policy in place."
Okay.
So Desmond comes up to you and says, "Hi, King. I wish to make an offering. If you need somewhere to send any of these people, Sea Shroud City's doors are always open."
Well, I might just have to take you up on that then. These people, if we need to try and get them under one roof, one place to train them, educate them, understand them, Sea Shroud might be the place to do it. I do know that with the commander of the Dark Suns, he's used to bringing people together under training and things like that. Considering he is still also understanding his own abilities, it seems like he might have some good insight on it, though, once he gets his feet running on it, basically. We might want to go ahead and try and involve him as much as we can to see if he might be able to help us out with as far as making a regimen, training ground, whatever it is we need to do to get these people so that they can have a better understanding of their abilities and we can understand what they can do.
Of course, and on a personal note, I trust your judgment, and despite the fact that you are now king, I still view you as a friend, and I value your opinion. Do you think these people are a threat?
It's hard to tell. I mean, there's anyone that could have gotten these abilities. If you give a knife to a 5-year-old, you can't expect him to handle it responsibly, can you?
I would assume not.
Okay, then. You've got a bunch of new people all of a sudden having these abilities that they don't understand. Good apples, bad apples, they're all going to be in the same batch.
I will return to Sea Shroud post haste and begin preparing a facility for these people to go to. I will send representatives to be in contact with Commander Vandalore when it does come time that he has recovered, and I will organize a task force. Assuming that suits your.
I'll allow
Assuming
it.
that suits you.
By all means. Unless
It
there's
has
anything
been-
else amongst everyone here, I think we all understand. I just needed to make sure we had a going forward policy in this, but there's a lot to be done. So unless anyone has anything else dire that needs to be addressed right now, I have some other things that I need to take care of.
Oh, the council's already dismissed. You're just talking to him one-on-one.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Of course, and there are bright days ahead of us now. I sense it. But, of course, we must deal with the immediate threat and go with grace. My grace.
Thank you. Well then,
And
Alastrios, if there's anything else you need to contribute to this? Alright then.
Tony, you there?
Yes. No, I've already given you my suggestion.
Each step has to go in place. If we sit here and tell everyone that we're going to collect these people to murder them, then they're going to go into hiding, wouldn't you think? Now they're being collected to be educated on how to use their abilities. Makes it pretty easy to be able to find them and collect them.
Sure.
Me and you have different ways of operating. This is more my wheelhouse. Just let it be. Well, on that note, I do have places to be. I've been holding a massive whiz since before we went and fought Xeos.
That's why I had to step off. If nobody else has anything, what about you, Nick? You got anything?
No.
Well, I do still have one other thing.
Okay.
I will leave and hop back onto Jumbaloo.
Okay.
And yeah, I will float up into the air. And I will look into my bag and make sure I've got my little spark. And then I will reach into my other bag there and I will pull out a scroll. Until next time, everyone. I'm afraid I have a few other things to take care of. And I'll snap my fingers and me and Jumbaloo disappear.
Okay. When suddenly, Shiziki, you find yourself standing and, well, floating in a desolate landscape, blackened earth, gloomy skies. The actual geography of this place sort of mirrors Alarath, but you know exactly where you are as a low, ominous, howling wind. Yep, as a low, ominous, howling wind is rushing past your ears. And off in the distance, you see a massive structure, a circular ring that is slowly pulsating with a red aura at the southern end of the Netheril Valley.
And I will take off my scarf, and once again, I will count my 9 chibis on my scarf. Yep, seems about right. And I'll start making my way.
Okay. And we will pick this up another time.
Alright, boys. That's that.
Yep, that's that. So the next session that we do will be the last session of Campaign 1. It's been a long time coming. Didn't feel like we'd ever get here, but we're here.
I'll kill the recording.